notoriety. Yeah, that is notoriety. So that obviously proves that if there was more notoriety, if there was more showing of the WNBA from the early 1997s, the early 90s, right, when I was born, to now, yes, I would know more people. I probably would have a favorite.
My whole point is that it's not shown because no one gives a fuck.
That's wrong. That's wrong. That is wrong. And the reason why is because it shows that people are watching it more now. Why? Because people are putting it out more now, right? You can't just say, oh, nobody gives a fuck, and you don't try, right? You can't just say, based on the fact that you didn't try, nobody cares, right?
Wait. Well, go ahead. Go ahead.
If you open up a place and you don't advertise it and you say, well, nobody cares about your place, they don't know it exists. You have to actually show it for people to know it exists. Like going to like a regular like grocery
marketing
store.
Yes, I understand. Yeah, marketing. You want things to be, if it's not marketized, no one ever get out there. Yeah, no, I get that. I 100% get what you're saying. But my whole point is the sport is shit. Because no one cares about it. Because it's a lower level of sport.
Well, wait, no. Here's what you have to understand. Here's what you have to understand, right? What you have to understand is who is going to invest in the NBA, in the WNBA. Who's going to take their money and say, I'm willing to risk my money to get behind the WNBA because I believe that people watch it. I want to spend my advertising dollars there. I want my name on one of the teams, or I want this athlete to be part of my brand. I'm willing to put my cash into this. They don't want, and the reason why they don't want to invest their money in there is because they're not confident that people will want to see that performance. The reason why they don't want to see that performance is because it's not as compelling as the NBA's performance.
Why is it not? Why is not?
Because they can't dunk their shit, bro, relative to the NBA. I'm not even backing women.
Okay, so you said
it's not as entertaining. It's not as
entertaining. It's not as entertaining.
There you go. Okay, no. Not why is it not entertaining?
Because they're not they don't have the same level of athletic prowess as a man.
Because they're women. I'm not trying to shit on women.
We're dwelling deep into this. Why do they not have the same athletic prowess?
Because they're women. Because women have less athletic prowess. It's biologic. It's biological.
Yeah, for biological reasons, right?
You can't just say just because. You have to give.
We just said because of their physical ability is less.
What of their physical ability lacks?
They have less muscle mass.
Why are you all acting like
less bone density?
No. I'm not saying that because you could see a skinny person beat the fuck out of someone.
No, let me finish. I know exactly what you're saying. Let me finish. We're talking about pro sports. When you're at a pro sport, you're at the ceiling of the game. But you're at the ceiling of your ability. The ceiling of the ability is too low to attract economic investment.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Because women are not the same as men.
And
exactly.
And here's the thing, I can 100% see that, except once you see what's it called, the fucking Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul, and their undercard being two women, and people saying, I actually wanted to watch the women's sport more than Mike Tyson and Jake Paul. I actually enjoyed it more than Mike Tyson and Jake Paul.
It was more competitive.
Like, man. So let's go back to this now, right? You said women are less fit, have less prowess than men, when that was a clear evidence that debunks that entirely. So let's go back.
Oh no, you're getting it all wrong. When you watch, you're getting. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Just let me finish. When you watch professional sports, right? Don't say boxing. Professional sports. That means
that's a professional sport.
No.
Boxing is a professional sport. You cannot say. Let's talk about professional sport.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yes, I get it. Okay, but was that a professional? I'll be honest. I don't know what you're talking about, Jake Paul. All I know that Jake Paul versus Tyson was not
professional sport. That is on his title card. That is on his win-loss.
Okay.
Just like Mike Tyson.
But they're not professionals. Jake Paul's not a professional.
Yes, he is. He literally. Okay, just because you.
When I mean professional, I mean upper. Okay, you know what? Maybe boxing.
That is your anecdotal reason.
That's not professional. That's not professional.
That is your feelings on a person's actual
Jake
career.
Paul is not a professional boxer.
That is his actual career. He has a win-loss. He has a title card. He has all this stuff to be a professional. He has all the what's it called? The obligatory, all the facts to confirm that he is a professional.
Yes, he's a professional. You know what? You know what? I get what you're saying. Yes. But for the
fight, it is a professional sport.
It is a professional sport, but it's a gimmick. That's why it exists. It's not there because it's a gimmick.
feelings.
It's a gimmick. Just like WWE's professional, but it's scripted.
But that is still based on your feelings, right? You could say the NBA was scripted.
So
right?
what am I even trying to say? What am I even trying to say? What's my argument here? Why women aren't paid equally? What's the argument? I kind of forgot.
Your argument is based off of, oh, women are just not as entertaining. Which is
They're not.
True.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yes, it is.
I just want to let you know. I just want to clarify something.
Yeah.
There was a year, right? I remember specifically. I think it's either 2023 or 2024, where Angel Reese got in a huge controversy for making a remark where she did like "you can't see me," and people were blowing up over it. And then a white woman did it, and then it went in, and people were upset about it because they were saying, "Oh, when they brought her to the White House, that obviously showed that America cares more about white people being toxic in women's sports than black people." Right, and there was a huge uproar.
So what would make women's sports better? You think it should be marketed more to the public? It should be consumed at equal rates that of male sports.
I think it should be more noticeable because if the fact.
But why was it less noticeable?
The reason why it's less noticeable is because people just assume that it's not going to be as entertaining, and the moment that they gave it a chance. Shocker! It was just as entertaining. That
also differs between sports. You cannot, because the ability gap between men to women's professional.
Yeah, there's certain things that women do better than men. Like for instance, when women are like Air Force pilots, for instance, they're able to take more of the G-force. They're able to take more of the G-forces than men when they fly, so they have more capacity. Like that, you know, I could imagine that would might be
boxing, and I could get that because boxing has been females have been. I'm talking about the WNBA, and you know, I didn't mean to generalize all female sports, but for majority of the time, male sports are more entertaining to watch due to physical advantages.
I disagree. I've seen people watch female tennis just as much, right? We wouldn't have Serena Williams if people didn't care about.
I said less. I said not entertaining. For me, it's not entertaining. It's less entertaining.
Let me say this. With boxing, when Jake Paul was doing the boxing thing, I signed up for Prize Picks just to get some money off of it because I knew he was going to win. And they said, "Oh, you can't just bet on one thing. You have to bet on multiple things." So I thought, "Oh, female boxing." I didn't watch female boxing. I'm like, "Oh, there's no way they're throwing like 100 punches." It's like, will this person throw 102 punches? I'm like, I'm gonna put that low. There's no way. Next thing I know, they're throwing haymakers out there like it's nothing. And I'm like, what? I'm missing out on more action than anything. That's the thing. It's like, because I don't know anything about women's boxing because it's not showcased. It's not in the forefront.
Okay, let's be clear. Let's be clear. There's definitely some truth to what you're saying, that there are times when if you were to see something more, or if something was showcased more, that you would probably enjoy it more.
Of course, yeah.
I would say that the WNBA is not one of those things. Simply because slow down now. The reason why I believe that is because the women are not capable of doing the same level of athletic feats that the men are capable of doing. They cannot dunk.
And why do we watch sports?
They can't jump as high. They don't jump as high. They're not as tall. They're not as strong.
And not amateurs. Why do we watch professional and not amateurs? Why do we do that? Why do we only watch professional?
First off. Amateurs achieve more physical prowess than professionals because the reason for professionals is that they can't just go and throw out random dunks because they risk an injury, right? An amateur will do that because they won't. You've probably never seen scouting videos or highlight videos before, but let me tell you this: when you see a college football highlight video, a college basketball highlight video, they go fucking so hard just to prove that they are destined to be in the professional leagues. When you reach the professional leagues, your coach will tell you to not do those risky ass moves unless it is one, safe to do so, like it's completely open, right? You don't see
you have to maintain fitness.
You don't see LeBron James dunking every single fucking time. It's only when it's either clear or when it's safe for him to do so, right? If he dunks and he breaks his wrist, he's done for the season.
Yeah.
If he breaks his wrist, he's done for. So obviously they're not going to risk somebody that valuable to do something all the time. So for you to say, oh well, only in professional sports we watch it in professional sports. When amateur sports does it even
No,
more because they're trying to prove themselves. And what
Yes,
I'm
of
saying
course.
is what I'm saying is that you don't say you cheer for a person, you cheer for a team just because they dunk or just because they throw three-pointers. You cheer for a team because you care about one specific person, or you care about the team because of nationality, right? Some people
Yeah, identity. I get it. Yeah, no, I understand. I get that. Yeah.
I cheered for Ray Allen because I always knew Ray Allen. Ray Allen 3. Ray Allen was my favorite character favorite player because I love shooting three-pointers,
yeah,
right? I
yeah.
was terrible at shooting three-pointers. I'm like, I want to be just like Ray Allen. We can't say that for WNBA because I don't know anybody that always makes all their threes because I'm.
When I say, can I just when I say we, I mean the general public.
For example, what channel is the WNBA on?
W. Look at him. He's already insulting them. The WF.
What channel is it on? Answer me. What channel is it on?
It's on it's on FS. Fox Sports.
No, what's the number? What is the channel number?
That differs per cable.
Okay, that differs. What channel is it for you?
Fox Sports.
No, what channel number for specifically that shows only WNBA, not just Fox Sports.
It's not big enough. It doesn't generate enough money to have its own channel.
Okay, hold on.
Dude, I get what you're saying. What I'm trying to say is all I'm saying, people watch sport in general. They want to watch the highest quality sport, right? Where it's played at the most maximum level, fastest pace. The pace of the
highest, but that's the thing. That is
the
the
pace.
highest for women.
The pace, exactly, and it's not as entertaining to watch.
But here's the thing, right? If you gave women's sports more notoriety from the beginning, just as men's sports, there would be better players. Just for example, the fucking Olympics. There is women's Olympics.
There's a fucking Olympics?
Yes,
I want to be part of.
Yeah,
right.
Put me
Anyways, the Olympics. You see women's boxers. They put in women that people will argue are men, but they are biologically women because of their physical appearance looks like a man and they are stronger than a man. That's what happens when you give more notoriety to females in the sport. You get people who are fucking monsters that will dunk on women.
They fuck monsters?
Maybe I should watch
Dude, I know what you're saying. I get it. But it's just biological.
They're out here fucking monsters? That's crazy.
The average professional skill level is higher in men's than women's, hence making it more entertaining to watch. And when they get more entertaining, they get more money, more revenue, it's usually marketable.
It is shown more. It is shown
That's not true. That's true, but that's not the point.
I'm not done. It's shown more. Because it is shown more, people want to see better. Every year, there has to be someone that breaks the limit. There's a limit.
You got to remember, though, that there's advertisers that have exposures here, right? And that there's advertisers that have exposures, and they want to get return on their investment, and they're not willing to. But at the same time, it doesn't mean that people are gonna want to actually drop their money on this.
I thought I was liberal. Holy shit.
I'm not liberal. I'm socialist.
You're socialist? Oh shit.
Yeah.
You're full circle.
The thing is that when you get we can say in a capitalistic society nobody wants to take risks, right? But if people, you don't have to just say with just advertising. You could just say if people talk about it.
Bro, can't you realize that men are more athletic than women? Like on the average, it's men over women, right?
What you're saying is like, can't you agree that women are stronger than men?
Okay, yes, that's the wrong question. Yeah. It is. Is that true?
Stronger than women. Sorry.
Let me finish. Yes. The average professional.
Hold on. You're saying like, you agree that men are stronger than women? Yes. Oh, so that means obviously that nobody cares about women's sport.
No. I say okay. When I say no one, I'm sorry. I meant as a guy who watches sports. I don't give a. Most men don't really care about female sports. Watching it, do I want it to be?
That's wrong because I'm literally in a group of people who love watching sports and they talk about women's sports. I've seen TikTokers talking about women athletes and they get hundreds of thousands of views talking about this. It is not just like two people. It is not like
two people relative to the amount of male leagues. Yes.
You know Shaquille O'Neal?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Shaquille O'Neal talks about women. Shaquille O'Neal.
No,
talks
I
about
know he does because he wants to do
No.
stuff. Yes,
You know
yes.
all the people. You know all the people that talk on the desk with Shaquille O'Neal. They also talk about women's sport. What's that?
Yeah, you want to they're on cameras, and of course they want to do that. Of course.
Right.
Of course they want to endorse because it's good publicity. Yes.
Okay, so that means that if you give it notoriety, people will talk about it more.
Yes, I agree. That does not, but at the end of the day,
but that doesn't mean that more people want it. For instance, you know who got a lot of you know who got a lot of notoriety?
You don't know.
You know who got a lot of who got a lot of notoriety? Who nothing happened with them? Her name is Kamala Harris.
That is wrong. That is wrong. That is 100% wrong.
And nobody wanted her.
Something did happen. That is something did happen. First off, you're gonna make me go into a whole different tangent. The only reason why she lost is that she shot herself in the fucking foot. But she literally, when she started running, she gained over $2 billion in profit from donations.
Isn't that crazy? They all invested in a candidate that nobody wanted, and then it didn't win, and they all didn't get the return on their investment.
Do you think just because they get publicity, it means they're going to be successful? That's so not true. Like for that's just not how it works.
I'm saying.
That's exactly what you're saying.
That's what I heard.
That's not what I am saying. I'm saying when you give notice to something more, people do better. For example,
that's what notice means.
For example, Savage fucking Instinct's YouTube stream, right? He has no viewers right now.
Thank you.
Sorry to disrespect you. You have 0 viewers.
Yeah, I know.
How are
you viewing that? How are you viewing that I have no viewers?
How many viewers?
But if all of a sudden,
how many viewers do you have? I didn't hear you.
But if all of a sudden 200 people jumped in his
guys,
stream
I'm out, guys.
and just started saying, if 200 people jumped in his stream and just said, hey, this is actually interesting, he would make his stream better. Why? Because he wants to retain this viewership.
Well, I agree.
He improves over time.
Does he improve his biology? Yeah, but there's different.
Listen, just because you give something notoriety doesn't mean that people.
You're thinking of the same people playing in the NBA for 50 years. No, I'm saying the WNBA would improve over time because they would draft NBA women that are monsters on the field.
No, they won't just draft it. No, yes, I get what you're saying. More women, more girls.
You started the WNBA just like the NBA. No, because I'm not done. If you started the WNBA the same as the NBA from 1997 to now, we would have better female basketball players.
I agree.
that could jump over the fucking rim if we wanted to. Over the fucking rim, if we wanted to.
No,
we would
I think you're getting a little carried away with this one there.
Yes, we would. They literally, for the NBA, they take women, they take men. No, for the NBA,
it's a larger pool. Yes, it's a larger pool of playing.
Larger pool of Europe to play in our countries. If people cared about the NBA and the WNBA equally, they would take women outside of the American countries just because they know people want to watch it more, and they would see see women that are from Africa, that are from Asia, that are from Europe. What do you mean?
Look at like girls soccer, like even like girls soccer and like worldwide is like huge. The pace at which the game is played is not even close to the men's game. It's just simply because due to the fact that it's more physical and the polarity between male and female skill is shown in soccer because it's one of the most physical sports.
You're talking about it like we're talking about a female soccer player versus Messi. We're not putting them both on the same field.
I know a lot about soccer. The average play of the field, look at female World Cup compared to male World Cup. The speed and the pace in which the game.
Apples with oranges and saying that nobody cares about oranges because you're comparing apples to oranges. That is wrong. There are people that love fucking oranges. There's people that love apples and there's people that love both. Obviously, we can't fight with apples and oranges, but we can fight with oranges and oranges.
That's my whole point. There's a distinction. That's my whole point. I was just going back to equality, but not equal.
The whole point is saying that women's sports is not entertaining because women versus men, women lose. That is not what the case is.
No.
Women's sports are not entertaining because they're not noticeable.
No, it's not entertaining because when you watch sports, yeah, just because you get noticed doesn't mean you're gonna get better. Yes, they will get better to an extent, but not as good as men. Simple as that.
That doesn't matter. The fact is, you said it's not entertaining. If they were given more notoriety from the beginning, just as the NBA, they would have been just as entertaining.
If they played basketball, yes. If the WNBA was established the same time the NBA was established, yes, the quality, the average quality of player would be better. Yes, they will be better. Yes,
right.
But when people watch sports, they want to watch the best. No, I get that. I agree with what you're saying. I agree with you. But okay, yes. When I say we, I mean as a population who watches sports, it will never be the same. They won't be equal. That's coming down to my whole point. They will never get the same amount of investment. They don't play the same speed.
No, you're saying they won't be as equal physically, and you're also tying it in with entertainment. That is entirely wrong. If they were brought up in the same way as entertainment, they would be equal in entertainment, different in physicality.
Oh, because
you wouldn't watch a male sport and a female sport for the exact same reason. You wouldn't
watch it for different reasons. Yes, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yes, I get what you're saying.
Same reason for Ronda Rousey and another woman.
No, I get it. Like, you watch the sport not to compare it to men, just for its own entertainment purposes. Yes, I understand what you're saying.
I want to watch two women beat the fuck out of each other. I want to see a woman dunk on a
that
person.
Can happen. Like, for another example, that cannot happen. No, I get that. I get that.
That's I want to see a woman beat Messi. That would actually be even more entertaining if a woman could actually beat Messi.
But the problem is no one watches sports because of gender equality. I get what you're saying. No, I get what you're saying. It's a whole. They don't compare the two. You watch it for its own thing. I get what you're saying 100%. And I wish it was like that. Honestly, I wish it would. But the truth is, it's never going to be like that.
I just disagree with everything you're saying. People are not going to want to watch it.
I just don't think, because like when you watch a sport, you watch for the.
I'm not gonna fight your opinion because it's your opinion. No matter what you can do.
That's fine. I just don't. Maybe I'm wrong. But like, for example, F1, right? That's not just a sport. It has to do with cars. The women cannot physically handle the G-forces of the cars in F1. They just physically can't do it.
I know that you're thinking about a small, frail woman.
I do know that because I watched the sport and there's F1 Academy, which was females. They cannot handle.
So you're telling me that every single woman that is born into this world is physically incapable of driving an F1 car? Every single woman.
No, at the pace.
Okay, then you don't know that.
Oh my God, brother!
And you just said you don't know that because if you did know that, you would say no.
But there's also other factors that factor into F1 motorsport. Costs a lot of money.
But you still don't know that.
Yes, I do, brother. Yes, I do.
So let's bring it back. So does every single woman that is born on this earth from now and forever is incapable of driving an F1 car? Every single woman.
At the pace of a professional?
Their genetic makeup, their physicality, every single woman. You are wrong.
Wait, drive? Okay, drive at the level of a professional?
No, I said they are incapable of handling the G-force. We're not moving the goalposts. We're talking about the G-force, right? Every single woman that is born from now, that is alive from now,
at a professional, to drive the car at a professional rate.
To handle the G-force, we are on.
Handle the G-force in terms of what? Handle the G-force. You can handle the G-force. Okay, handle the G-force and drive at the same lap times of a professional, or just handle the G-force and drive the car.
Jackson, we're not gonna move the goalposts. You said, out of your words, I don't know if Savage is streaming or not, right?
I'm streaming.
The VOD if he is. We can go into the VOD if he is. You said out of your mouth they cannot handle the G-force. I said you don't
handle the G-force. Handle the G-force. Okay, when I mean handle the G-force, I'm assuming they're trying to get into the sport of F1. So they have to have a certain minimum in quality and prowess in their ability. That's like the assumption.
So yes, they have to handle the G-force of an F1 racer. That's the whole point. Yes. You have to now substantiate that you can see into the future and say not a single woman.
No, they can't. No, they can't.
And now and forever, not a single woman can handle the G-force of an F1 racer.
There's certain prospects coming up that should be. Jamie Chadwick is great. Abby Pulling is doing great in F1 Academy, but it's physical. It's a lot on.
You're saying from now and forever. From now and forever,
not forever, not
no Samoan woman, not no buff African woman, not no.
Why she gotta be African? Wait, what the African gotta come into this, bro?
Whoa. No, I know what you're saying.
I'm talking about.
No, I get what you're saying.
I'm talking about physicality.
There's probably someone, but to the extent at which males get into it, it's never going to be equal, which is further exacerbating my point.
Like I said,
oh my gosh.
Do not know. That was
You're right. Just like you don't know either. Just because you want to assume that everything's
equal. That's exactly. We don't know. That's what makes the sport.
All right, but here's okay. Now, all right, my turn. I've been sitting back. I've been listening for a little minute. Just because we don't know doesn't mean that I'm willing to. Doesn't mean that I'm willing to invest in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it all comes down to what. Yeah, no. I think that actually the majority of people have made the decision through capitalist forces that they just are not as interested in seeing women compete at a high level.
By their decision.
Oh wait, I'm getting a phone call.
That controls the company's decision. If
Hello.
McDonald's stopped selling the fucking McDouble, you
Wait,
cannot
what?
just say, I guess everybody just didn't want the McDouble. No, there's people that would order the McDouble. They just stopped selling it. Just like the McRib. You say, when they keep bringing back the McRib, there are people that buy the McRib. But when they take it away, you don't say, hey, I guess nobody wants to buy the McRib right now. No, it's just not in sale because they took it away. I'm sure there's people that want a McRib right now and they can't get one because they took it away because there's no notice for it. If someone said, hey, they're selling a McRib right now, I'm sure one person in this world will be like, what? And run to a McDonald's to buy a McRib. Just like how if you said, hey, they have women dunking in the WNBA, you'll be like, what? And start watching the WNBA.
No, they won't. Just because they get marketed, just because they're marketed,
You
doesn't
literally
mean they want to do
just said,
it.
you literally just said it's not entertaining because women aren't dunking in the WNBA.
So you're saying if they get more, I get what you're saying. You're saying if they got more recognition over time, that would develop in the pool of people playing basketball. More female girls will play basketball. In that bigger pool, there'll be greater prospects. Greater prospects, which will further boost the attractability of. Okay.
My point is this: if they got noticed equal amount, right?
Yeah. I get it. If they're advertised equally, right?
Hold on.
Yeah. Is that what you're saying?
People would be interested in the sport if they were just as noted. As much notoriety as the NBA, people would notice more, be interested in it more, right? They would look into it more.
Yeah.
And the more people that are interested into it will start to improve the game. Because
what do you mean
people
improve
are
the game?
like, hey, they would improve the game because
Like what?
they want to retain the viewership. How would they retain the viewership? They would hire more players that are better than the old ones, right?
How do you mean? But the ceiling's so high. How do you hire better players if they don't exist?
You would break the ceiling by finding a fucking monster in a foreign country.
Yeah, that's not brother. That's not how it works.
That's not how it works.
Do
they not outsource their players from foreign countries?
I get that.
That's what I'm saying. What do you mean? That's not how it works.
Some monsters, but those monsters are still not going to be able to. You're just assuming they find better players abroad, which could be. It doesn't mean that's just going to make the league better.
Listen, if you find someone from a foreign fucking country that can shoot across the
if I could be 6 foot tall, I would be 6 foot tall. It's just like, of course, yeah, no shit.
Right now, we are talking about situational things this whole time. We've been talking about situational things this whole time. Just this whole time.
That's not
exactly.
True.
This is pivoting. You're saying if and buts were canning and nuts, we'll all have a Merry Christmas. That is exactly what we're talking about. If we give it a chance, you would find more people just like in
No,
the
you
Olympics.
wouldn't. Just if you're like a you're doing like a double hypothetical.
I'm gonna keep bringing it back to the Olympics until it gets into your fucking skull that they have women's boxing from the beginning was probably dog shit. Women's Olympic boxing was probably fucking dog shit. To comparing to now, it is fucking monstrous.
Yeah.
In comparison to in the beginning of women's Olympic boxing.
That's great.
That is what I'm talking about. That is a clear evidence. That is not just if and buts were candy and nuts. That is clear evidence.
So go outsource 1,000 players for the WNBA. Go outsource 1,000 players.
If you carry that over to the WNBA and gave it as much notoriety as the NBA, they will obviously say, hey, we would like to improve this so more people will come in because they want to see stuff like this.
But there's a big problem. There's
something called exaggeration, an attraction of exaggeration.
There's
an attraction to exaggeration. The more exaggerated something is, the more your eyes and your ears and your nose will be attracted to it for some reason, whether it's
there's a huge problem with that. There's a huge problem. I agree with all you're saying. But there's a huge problem with the WNBA. The WNBA is an American association. Yes, they can have outsourced players, but the majority have to be American or a large amount. The problem is to foster viewership. Yes, it does matter. Yes, it does. It's an American. It's an American association.
That is better than the American players. They'll say, "Hey, that player is great. Wait a minute, that is a foreign player. Are there better players out there? Let me look at the foreign women's basketball team. Wow, there's not a lot. Maybe we should get more people that are in foreign countries that are women to play the sport."
Fine.
That's the whole entire thing.
That's great.
When you give it notoriety, people look into it more. When you give it notoriety and people notice like an exaggerated thing, people are like, hey, I want to look into this more. This is kind of crazy. What? This woman just average a fucking triple-double within the first 5 minutes of the fucking game, right? Where is she from? She's from fucking France? What is the France women's sports? There's not a lot. Well, we should look into this more. Right, that's what's gonna go on through people's heads when they see somebody that is extraordinary.
I agree with
LeBron
that.
James. LeBron James is a great example. People weren't focusing on him when he was in college in the WNBA until they showed his highlights, until they show LeBron's highlights, and they're like, I want LeBron James in the NBA. And now look, people are sucking LeBron James' dick through the TV screen.
Dude, that's fine, but like it just the women's sports will never be big as the men's sports due to the physical capabilities. Their physical capabilities and polarized skills levels are not because they were not marketized or notarized enough over time. It's strictly biological.
Okay, I need you to understand something. You're saying about current events that will transpire to future events, and I'm saying you're wrong. If it continues, yes, it's going to keep the same way, right? Women's sports are not going to be entertaining as men's sports if it's kept the same way. If you get, and I said,
but you want more exposure for female sports, and that can foster better players. Yes, I get that. I get that. I understand that. I get your point.
What are we arguing about?
I don't know what we're arguing.
Women's sports aren't as good.
We're arguing because what you're saying is not true. I'm back now. What you're saying is not. Now it's my turn. Okay, here's here's the truth. People don't watch women's sports because they're not interesting, and that's it. They're not as interesting as watching male sports.
Why aren't they interesting?
Because male sports are way more dynamic. And
why are they way more
faster?
Because men are physically have more athletic prowess than women by their genetic inheritance, and as a result, 9 out of 10 of the athletic abilities that need to be demonstrated in most athletic sports. But because think about it this way, actually, a good way to check this out. In the Olympics, gymnastics is done by both men and women, and it is interesting, and people want to watch both. Because women have certain athletic abilities that men don't have with gymnastics, and men have certain athletic abilities that women don't have with gymnastics. So people are interested in both for different reasons because they're both expressions of a sport where each has their own ability that the other one cannot demonstrate. For instance, those little small, highly dynamic women that can flip around a whole bunch of times because they're short, small, petite, but have a powerful bodies. Most men do not fit that profile. Meanwhile,
they have a comparative advantage.
They have a competitive advantage. Meanwhile, comparative. Comparative. Yeah, sorry, thinking economics. Meanwhile, the men might be able to do some stuff on the pommel horse that women just can't do because they're just so strong. So people watch them for different reasons. Now, when it comes to something like basketball, the amount of physical capacity that a man has and his ability to perform on the court far exceeds whatever a woman can do. They move faster. They have faster reflexes. They jump higher. It's just true. These are all facts. And more muscle mass, and they have more bone density too.
And I disagree with that being the reason why people wouldn't watch women's sports in comparison to men's sports. The reason why people wouldn't watch women's sports in comparison to men's sports is the competitiveness. That is the whole reason why you watch sports in general, is the competitiveness. If it was all just participation, you would not be interested in the whole sport. It is with the intention, with the thought that someone is a winner and someone is a loser. That's why you choose a team to cheer for. You choose a team to cheer for because you want that team to win.
I agree.
Oh wait, hold on, Jackson.
We're talking about.
I'm not done yet.
I'm waiting for my turn.
But I'm not done.
I want to. You guys had a moment when I was away. I have something for this.
But the whole idea is that when you watch women's sports, if you give it just as much attention as men's sport, it will improve. And when it will improve, there is a greater competitiveness to the sport. No, they will not be as fast as men. No, they will not jump as high as men. But there will still be a competitive drive that will give you an interest to cheer for a certain team. And you will be like, go this team, go this woman, right? You will give more attention to this person because you favor that person, not because they are a man or because they are women.
I agree.
Because they are.
So okay. Wait, I agree.
I agree too. I agree too.
Wait,
That's just not gonna happen.
Wait, no, slow down. No. I agree, but there's no way that women will get as much viewership as men, and that's where the issue is. It's not about that women can't. No, it's not that women can't get more viewership. We agree that they may be able to get more, but they won't be able to get enough because it's not as interesting.
It's not.
For instance, okay, no, slow down. If you have a TV show that everybody watches, everybody loves, 1 million people tune in every day to watch it, right? At 8 p.m. on Fox, right? And they come in every day at 8 p.m. on Fox to watch the show because it's so good. And then one day you put a different show in that same time slot just because you want people to pay attention to it. People will tune in at first, and then they will stop watching it because it is less interesting than the reason why they were tuning into that show. And that is what would happen with women's sports.
That is entirely different. What I am talking about is not just shoehorning it into the same airtime.
That's what it sounds like to me.
People are accustomed to. What I am talking about is you put them on the same pedestal, equal levels. Whereas
no, that's not how that works. The pedestal is because it's interesting. That's why the pedestal is the interest. The fact that they don't have the pedestal, it's because they're not interesting.
Listen. If you put them on equal footing when it came to marketing,
they're not on equal footing.
Listen.
He's talking about when the NBA was first invented.
Listen. Equal footing from the moment it was created to now, and you gave it notoriety. There will be people who will say, I favor this one more than that one. There will be just as equal amount. For example,
there's a reason why it didn't get the notoriety. It's because it was less interesting. The notoriety, I'm sure there was always women playing basketball, just no one gave a fuck.
Listen. Just like anime. So for anime, you watch One Piece, you watch Naruto, you watch Bleach. Somebody's like, I only watch Naruto, right? A new release comes out on Crunchyroll. They advertise that all the time, and you say, that looks interesting. I keep seeing it. I'm going to look at it. Hey, I like that too. But just because I like this more doesn't mean I like this less. I
get what he's saying. I get what he's saying. I get what you're saying.
Started out with this show doesn't mean I'm only going to watch this show. I'm going to be like, I'm going to make some time for that show. And if there's more people who will make time for that show, they'll say, hey, let's not put them at conflicting times, right? Let's not put the NBA and the WNBA
all right, Brandon.
at the same time, because then that will conflict our money and our revenue.
But they don't play at the same time.
Brandon, I have a great Brandon.
They would never dare because they know that the NBA is more interesting, by the way.
What sport do you like, or what TV show do you like? Anything.
I like watching anime.
We like watch yeah.
Just say One Piece, go. It's just make up a show, okay.
I don't know. I was gonna say I hope you said a sport. I'll be like,
insert your favorite thing here.
No, do you like any sports?
No.
Nothing.
No. Not at all.
I was gonna just go watch the female version of that and get back to me in a month. That's all I was going to say, but One Piece, I don't know what to say about that.
No, okay, check that. Wait, all right. My turn again. Check this out. You have baseball, great sport. You like the sport, it's good or whatever. Why don't we watch high school baseball sports? All we have to do is make a high school league.
Dude, why don't we watch the Little League World Series?
Why don't we watch D1? We don't watch D1 because they're not as good and it's not as interesting because they're not as good.
You're comparing apples to tangerines. Nectarines. Sorry, you're comparing apples to nectarines. That's different from apples and oranges. At least with apples and oranges, they're like the main group of their fruit. Now you're comparing like something.
Well, we're going
that's the same thing.
To something it's the same thing. Yes, we are going to the same thing. Yes, we are.
That is not the same thing. That is not the same drive. It is not the same drive. They're not playing for millions of dollars of money at stake.
I don't think you know how sports work, bro.
They're not playing for a world championship. They're not playing for a world championship, a nationwide championship. High school little leagues is not playing for a nationwide championship in the same thing.
Do you think drive makes them perform different because there's more on the line? That's so not. That's
Okay,
so not,
okay, okay,
exactly-
That's
okay.
not the defining
Wait, slow down.
Jackson,
I got
will
something
give
for you.
$1
Wait,
million
slow down.
right now
Slow down.
If you can beat the fuck out of David, I will give you $1 million right
No,
now.
you're
if you
not.
beat the fuck out of David.
It's not gonna happen.
I assure you, Jackson would use all his might to win that.
And it wouldn't be enough. It wouldn't be enough.
He would die trying.
But we would
die trying.
We would have a discussion about. We'd have a discussion about what's gonna happen with that $1 million.
If I threw $1 million at his face right now and said, "This is all yours if you beat the fuck out of him."
He already threw it. Just run away with the money, Jackson. Don't risk your life.
No. What he's trying to say. No, I get what you're saying. There's more drive, but drive doesn't. It means better performance to an extent.
Tune into my stream right now. Tune into my stream right now. Because I need you to see something with your eyes and bear witness to these facts that I'm going to show you.
It matters. It doesn't matter your physicality.
It matters.
I threw money at
Come
Jackson
here.
right now,
Come here and watch.
If I threw money,
hold on.
Everybody.
You're lucky I'm getting this phone call. You're lucky I'm getting this phone call.
If I threw $1 trillion at Jackson, Jackson would jump. I swear to God, if I said, Jackson, beat the fuck out of Dave, I'll give you $1 trillion right now, and I'll cover everything.
I agree with you.
He would fucking jump. He would fucking jump. 100%.
No, but I get what you're saying, and I agree. Yes, you're right. There's more motivation to try harder, and that fosters.
All right, now tune into my stream right the fuck now. No.
You have drive. People have drive and fail in life.
Tune into my stream right the fuck now.
If the drive is entertaining enough,
tune
everybody likes
in.
an underdog story. Everybody loves an
bro.
I don't give a fuck, David.
No,
it matters.
Wait. Brandon, what do you do? What's your career right now? I think you should apply for becoming the WNBA president. You need to become the WNBA president. You probably can't. It only can be female.
And they keep trying. People will watch that. People will watch somebody who is very weak keep trying, and they will cheer them on. For example, Overwatch League, the Shanghai Dragons has the longest loss streak in all of sports, not just esports, all of sports. And when you see the Shanghai Dragons play, people that are fans of different teams are cheering them on because they want to see the one time they win, because they kept trying, because they kept getting better players for that team. They kept dropping bad players to get new players just to get that one win.
There's a story. Yes, you get it. You create a story out of it.
When they see the first win they ever got, people cried. They cried. If you look at the fans in that video, they cried watching the very first victory of the
Shanghai
Dragons.
You know who else probably cried? You know who else cried? You know who else cried? In this video, probably these chicks after they got beat by the Australian soccer team that was ranked top 5 in the world, got beat by 15-year-old boys.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Game. It was a preliminary. They're not going hard on kids.
No, I get that.
They got their asses beat.
David,
I side with him.
I'm holding back on a child. A child's gonna beat me.
I side with him to an extent.
On a child, and a child's giving it their all. They're obviously gonna beat me. You're agreeing with me.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? When the Harlem Globetrotters, just now. Hey, why are you yelling? Okay, wait. All right, stop. Everything stop.
Can I say a few words?
No, everybody stop. All right, I'm muting. I'm gonna mute people.
Motivation doesn't.
I guess it's gonna get. Okay, everybody be quiet. No more yelling. It's gone too far, Brandon. No more yelling. We're having a discussion. It doesn't need to. Right. I hear like your voice getting hoarse and bleeding in the back.
Can someone please yawn for me, Brandon? Pull a yawn. Just do a yawn.
Please do not. I'm just saying, please do not yell. You're like screaming. I want to have it. I'm actually.
You're arguing based off of ignorance, and you're saying, it's fact. That's what you're doing. You're arguing based off of ignorance.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't give you the right to yell. Nobody's trying to yell.
It is frustrating. It is frustrating to hear it repeated over and over. Yeah, but argument based off of ignorance. I agree.
But that doesn't mean that raising your voice doesn't make you more right.
When I point out something in a calmly fashion.
Yeah, but you're overpowering. No, you're overpowering us with your voice. That's not okay.
Yes, because when I'm talking, and then you guys start talking about the first thing I say, the first sentence I say, and I said I'm not
you're
done
so
talking.
Loud because it gets annoying.
And you continue, I have to raise my voice to the point.
You don't have to raise your voice.
Yeah, if I'm talking, right, and I'm not done talking, and you obviously jump in on the first sentence I say, and I say I'm not done at a calm tone, and you still talk, and I say I'm not done at a calm, at a little louder tone, but still calm, and you still talk. At some point, I'm gonna start yelling.
Okay, I don't care you yelled, to be honest. I was fine with it, to be honest.
He was just a little extra. He was going a little
It
bit.
was, but it didn't bother me. It was like it's to the heat of the moment. As long as he's not calling me slurs, I don't really care.
I don't insult people who don't understand something, right? I insult
Whoa,
people
whoa,
who
whoa,
are like,
whoa, 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 whoa.
I insult people who are like I refuse to understand, right? If you're like I refuse to understand, I'm like,
I'm gonna be
well,
honest.
then
For the Australian thing, I get your point more, and I see that more as a reason why they didn't try. Right, so I don't take that into consideration when the U15's men's kids killed or destroyed the Australian female team. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't take that as a thing. I thought it more as like it's like more of a, like event, like a mock event, a mock game, going through the motions. So I don't use that to justify. Yeah, I don't justify that to do my answer. But you put way too much, in my opinion. Wait. Yes, I get what you're saying. We all understand what you're saying. Motivation. I think you put way too much emphasis on motivation for doing good rather than pure skill set. I think you put motivation to try and work hard trumps natural skill to an I don't think to an extent it's that makes that big of a difference. Motivation or drive. No, it doesn't.
I said both. I said if you motivate people enough, right, they will do better. But not only that, if you see people motivated enough, they want people that are already at the top. For example, LeBron James, they hired him at the top by just seeing his college and high school highlights. Right, they saw how extraordinary he is at the game, and they wanted him. That is pure skill, and that is from competitive drive. That is because he wanted to be the best.
No, it's not. It's not. It's not just because of that. It's not just because of that. It's also he didn't just get his.
He's like a gigantic human being who's amazing at basketball. He has fucking freak ass dimensions too.
He didn't get signed. His drive didn't make him that naturally good.
Now we're gonna go from physical to mental. We're gonna go from physical to mental. The smartest man in the world is currently working at a European bar as a bouncer.
First of all, it's very dubious.
Now you're comparing apples and nectarines.
First of all,
Asian pears now.
That guy may not be the smartest man in the world. I know you're talking about.
He's yelling now because I'm getting cut off. You see how I'm yelling out? This is the exact reason.
The
whole
reason
they did an IQ test, right? They did an IQ.
No, they didn't. Where's his IQ test?
They took an IQ. Okay, I'll just look it up right now. I'll look up.
He's getting the only proof of his IQ test is him saying that he took the IQ test. I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about.
So you're just gonna argue based off of ignorance because
I know exactly who he is. He was on 1 versus 100 and he gave up at about $50,000. If he's the smartest person in the world, why didn't he get the whole million? I know exactly who it is.
No.
Yeah, no, Brendan.
Okay, hold on.
So I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm just gonna look up the. I'm just gonna look at the
Bro,
article.
I agree with what you're saying. It's just
Chris Langan, right? The one that you should watch this video called Chris Langan, the dumbest, smartest man in the world. He's not. There's no proof that he has any of this intelligence.
Look at IQ test, right? The whole IQ. First off, IQ is something that can differ based on environment, based on nutrition, based on physicality, and based on practice, right? If you are raised in an abusive household, that doesn't make you shine academically, obviously, right? You are not going to shine. That is pure skill. That is pure mental skill, having that high intelligence.
Difference between mental skill and physical skill. There's a clear difference. Everyone's capable mentally, not everyone's capable physical. No, I'm not. No, I'm cutting you off.
It is not a comparison between physical and mental. It is a comparison between skill and drive. If you are not given the drive to do something, your skill will fall flat. Just like how if LeBron James never had the drive to make it into the WNBA, no matter how naturally talented he is, he would not be in the NBA. That is the exact reason what I'm talking about.
Reverse the tables. Reverse the tables. Say someone who's so shit but wants to try so freaking hard to get in the NBA, tries everything, plays every day. But no, here's a great example: a midget, a short person, or a person who's 5'3", 5'4". Nothing wrong with him, just short. He cannot get in. He cannot get into him no matter how hard he tries, due to a physical, biological factor that he cannot control. Like females cannot control how strong they can be.
What is this about? What are we talking about with this?
I'm gonna be honest. I have no freaking clue.
Oh my god. Anyways.
Oh wait. Yeah. Why men? Yeah. No. That's my whole point. Yeah. Why people prefer to watch men over women?
It makes no sense. You're saying just people don't watch men over women because some women don't make it into the NBA.
Yeah,
making
no,
it into the
physical
that makes
assets.
no sense.
Physical assets
That
I'm
makes
talking
no
about.
sense because
The,
there's a WNBA and there is already a requirement for women in the WNBA. There are female
no, I'm trying
female
to disprove your point how
little
motivation
people.
trumps skill set.
There are female little people that can't make it into WNBA. That doesn't mean it's less entertaining. I'm sure if someone said the
You're right.
LBA, right? If they said the LPL, the LPBA, the Little People Basketball Association,
I say let's get that
small
going.
people, it's nothing but small people and fucking little tykes hoops, right? People will be
Oh my
interested in that
gosh.
just as much as the
Bro, I
No,
just think-
no, that's the problem. You
Like,
see,
interesting.
no, that's the problem with your language. This is where it fails, and this is the issue. And then don't raise your voice because I'm trying to make a point here. People may watch it, but nowhere near as many people will watch it as they watch the NBA. And this is the issue. This is the issue of what you're saying. You're assuming that everything comes down to if it's marketed appropriately, when the truth is things don't get marketed because they don't get the funding because nobody cares. Think of it this way: the UFC is newer than the WNBA, probably, like, or at least it came to prominence way after the WNBA, because people gave a fuck about it and people wanted to watch it and people paid money and got invested and paid for pay-per-views and paid for merch and learned the fighters and got invested into it, and they had every opportunity to do that for the WNBA. You could say that one was marketed more effectively, perhaps because there are other fighting leagues, and that's definitely a factor, and we're not going to deny that. But the fact is that people were just more interested in the UFC than they were in the WNBA, even though they were both sports that people could have watched. People have a limited, you see, it's scarcity. People have a limited amount of time and resources to devote into anything, including their sports watching time. And they want to make sure that they maximize the level of enjoyment. There's a lot of people who like a lot of different sports, and they choose the sports they like the most. And the WNBA was one of those sports that they could have chosen, and people consistently do not choose it, even though it has been available to be watched.
The reason as to why the UFC has more notoriety than the WNBA is because of the fact that the WNBA currently, right, is like one of the few women's exclusive sports association, right? You have the UFC; it has both women and men, right? You have football. They don't even showcase a women's football team.
No, I get it. One's
Right.
distinguished, one's a separate entity. We get it. Yeah.
WNBA, NBA, right? If you umbrella the WNBA straight into the NBA, it would probably still have more notoriety, right? If the NBA
Not
was
the
just
same
nothing
amount.
but women and men, right? If it was just women and men all together in the WNBA, it would be equal notoriety. It would 100%, just like the UFC. People go and watch female fights just as much as they watch male fights in the UFC. They like seeing people beat the shit out of people. You would see that in the same thing as.
But
the
I
NBA.
just
if they funded the NBA and they put women's sports in the NBA, they will also fund the women's sports. If they fund the women's sports, over time they will find better players for women's sports.
I think you're so. But they will never get women's sports, like find women players that much better.
No. Here's the thing: isn't there's that one chick that people really like? What's her name? And she has actually pulled up the ratings recently for the WNBA. You know her name? What's her name?
Angel Reese.
Angel Reese. She. A lot of people followed her. A lot of people liked her, and they've had a huge rating bump and all this stuff. Ice Cube tried to draft her into his league. You know, there was a lot. Caitlin Clark, thank you.
Yeah,
that's her real name. That's a real person.
Caitlin Clark. That was.
Caitlin Clark's a person. Caitlin Clark's a person, and
Right.
and she pulled up the ratings because people liked her.
Attracted to her. Yeah,
she was. You see, it's not that she got marketing; it's that she was marketable. Just like, you know, her performance was marketable. That's why she was able to bring prominence to it, because something marketable came. Marketing. She was marketable. Because she was marketable, she received marketing. This is why the NBA receives marketing, because it's marketable. It's the same factors.
But now listen to this. Imagine if they went with the same logic that you did and said nobody watches women's sports, so they didn't give her any.
You want to flip the script. You use so hard to flip the script, the minds of the public. You're trying to make it seem like
that's the main point. You said nobody wants to watch women's sports.
You're trying to flip.
Caitlin Clark got no notoriety because of your ignorant argument that nobody wants to watch women's sports. They wouldn't have marketed her, and then you wouldn't know who Caitlin Clark is.
No one's saying that we shouldn't. No one's saying that they shouldn't market the WNBA. I'm saying there's a reason why they don't.
Okay, when I'm starting, no one wants to watch it. No one wants to watch it over men's sports for like as a preference. That's what I meant. I apologize.
That's the thing. We're not talking about women versus men. We're talking about why is it that women aren't getting as much marketing as men? Because people just say, oh, nobody wants to watch women, and then they just chalk it up to that and don't give them any notoriety when we have people like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese that can obviously show that people will give it more notice.
You're right, but it's still
no, is it? But isn't it? No. This is not what happened. Actually, what happened is that all these women were playing in the WNBA, and nobody wanted to watch any of them. And then Caitlin Clark came along, and then people wanted to watch her.
Right. Wow. So we're all in agreement that what I just said is true. That you will find somebody that is good that will actually bring more notice to the thing and say, hey, we want that person.
This doesn't make me watch.
But no. And guess what? No one's denying that. No one's denying that. Like think about how many women are in the WNBA, and the first person that was marketable just came right now. That means there was
like I said before,
all sorts of women who could have done it and did it. Meanwhile, in the NBA, you got LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Larry Pippen, Dwayne Wade, Kyrie Irving.
Players ever. No, name the first basketball players ever. I bet you can. Name the very first basketball players.
Why would I need to?
Because
name the first video game players ever. The first guys to pick up a controller. I don't know who the fuck they were.
But guess what? Look, you do not know the first basketball players. You know people who improved over time when the league got noticed.
You get what you're saying. You're just trying to say if they're marketed equally at birth.
Tell me. Name the very first people in the NBA. Name the very first players in the NBA. I bet you can.
John Richardson.
Guess what? WNBA has been around since 1997.
No. We're name first five players. First five players that got
John Richardson's, Mark Robinson.
You see, here's a funny thing that you're. Wait. Here's a funny thing.
Saying this from your head?
No.
I'm just saying random.
Here's the funny thing that you're bringing up right now is that the NBA is actually a new organization, and basketball is an extremely new sport.
No.
It's an extremely new sport.
You didn't care. You didn't care to know the name of.
First of all, I don't even like sports. I don't even like sports.
What are you arguing?
Yeah, I don't understand what his point is actually, to be honest.
Connect it, please. I want you to connect it.
You did not care about the first people that played the sport. You cared about the people that was a lot better than the people before over time when there was more notoriety to it, right? You cared about Michael Jordan, but you don't know who was before Michael Jordan. From the top of your head, you don't know who was before Michael Jordan.
Oh, so you're treating it like a race. We get it. I got it.
Over time, better players come with the more there's notoriety to it.
Yes, we agree. Yes. We all agree.
The higher the prize pool, the better the players.
No, it's not. I'm sorry. The prize pool does not.
What?
Like, what do you mean by prize pool? Like, wait. What do you mean, like money?
The more the reward is to being in the NBA. If you gave NBA players right now contracts that was from the beginning of the NBA, they would fucking quit.
Okay, no. I thought you meant trophies. I'm sorry. My fault. I just didn't know what you meant.
I'm saying
like money, salary,
The reason why they want
the money,
the reward, the thing that drives their competition, that increases better players, and not only does that increase better players, that increases better techniques. You have people that
evolution of the game. Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Yes, think of the first person that dunked to now. We got people that is dunking from.
Yeah, like the average. Can I build on your argument? Yeah, so it's like people like nowadays, the average NBA player of 2024 will absolutely destroy the average NBA player of the 1970s. And I get that. Yeah,
it's fostered. Yeah, women's sports. If you were to give women's sports from just the same notoriety as men's sports, they would improve over time. Just
not equally enough to be marketable. Not equally enough to be marketable.
I disagree because we're trying to compare apples to oranges. People will watch the WNBA because it's women playing basketball, not because they play as good as men. We're not talking about
Oh, I
if they
get
play as
that.
good.
I wish it
We're
was
playing-
like that. I wish it was
we're
like that. I
saying-
just don't think that would happen.
We're saying why aren't they more noticeable? And you're chalking it up to just because they're women. And I'm saying no, has
That's the
nothing to
truth.
do with
That's
their
why
gender.
right
It has
now it's not marketable.
It has nothing to do with their gender. It has everything to do with the fact that nobody is giving a shit because nobody has a chance to give a shit, right? And the moment we gave them a chance to give a shit, we have people like Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese that gave people a reason to care about the NBA. And guess what? This spark of people noticing the WNBA more in the future will cause more female basketball players to pop out and show up and get better. And
Yeah,
get
little
better
girls will be inspired. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, it's still never going to become close to the NBA, but I'd still rather choose the NBA. That's my whole point.
What? I will assure you right now, in 50 years, let's say 50 years from now, if it's still up,
Okay.
niggas will be more.
I have a
viewers
question
in the
for you.
WNBA
There won't
All right,
be
wait,
more
slow down,
viewers.
slow down.
There won't be-
I have a question for you. Answer honestly. Who is the men's fastest 100-meter dash runner in the world? Who has the world record?
Noah Lyles.
Stop. It's Usain Bolt, and you know that.
No, it's Noah Lyles. Noah Lyles beat him.
When was this?
Noah Lyles got the world record.
Well, either way, okay. Who's a female?
I don't know the female. I just know the male because I heard.
But it's been around for a while.
Wait. Shakira something.
It's been around for a while though.
I don't get what he's getting at.
Shakira something. I know it's like
Sha'Carri, by the way.
Sha'Carri. I think it's Sha'Carri Richardson.
Mm-hmm.
I might say it's the last name wrong, but
it still says Usain Bolt
like
here. I think you're wrong, actually. But
no, Noah Lyles broke the world record. Hold on.
100.
Noah Lyles world.
It's Usain
record.
Bolt.
Noah Lyles.
Usain Bolt everywhere. Usain Bolt.
ChatGPT it. 100-meter dash?
It's Usain Bolt.
Is Noah Lyles faster than his world records 100-meter and 200-meter men's benchmark? Okay, so I might be thinking of Noah Lyles 200-meter then.
Yeah.
Usain Bolt 100
Maybe.
Noah Lyles
Usain Bolt.
personal best in 100-meter achieved
Usain Bolt.
200.
It's Usain Bolt. It's 9:58.
Okay.
Yeah, and women's is only 10:49. So like, yes,
a whole
I
second
believe it's
off.
closer.
But I'm just saying.
No,
Oh,
whole second's
but
a lot.
you know what's funny? I think I even knew the guy before Tyson Gay or whatever his name was. I remember him. I remember his
But
name.
the thing about it is that I will assure you that in the next Olympics, there probably is going to be someone faster.
Yes,
Why?
yes,
Because
we agree with you. Stop going on this. I'm really tired of hearing you
Right.
say that. Like, it fosters evolution. Yes. Yes, that gets better. The gap will be better. Yes, I get what you're saying. I 100% agree with what you're saying. I just don't think population-wise.
Wait. No. Hear me out about this.
What
Now,
you're saying is right.
wait.
100%.
No. Hear me out. There are women that are famous for their athletic achievements where they're the best because they're even better than men, like in certain gymnastics or in like figure skating and stuff like that. There are actually women that are just famous for being the best because it doesn't matter what the gender is. Like I don't know all of them, but there's women.
You don't say I'm gonna watch women's sports because they're better than men. You say I watch women's sports because these women are the best in the sport.
Yeah, you want to.
I like to watch the best. The best.
Yes,
the
bro.
best.
We get what you're saying. You want to change the stigma behind it.
Raise your hand. Hold on. Raise your hand or say I. If you say I watch the NBA because I want to see men better than women. You say that you do not say I want to see.
I don't watch the NBA.
Any sport you watch. Just say any sport.
No, I can't say. Serena Williams is famous for being the best woman, but she is not the best player of tennis. I'm sorry, I'm talking to Malachi.
Right, but you don't watch Serena Williams because you're like, I want to see Serena Williams.
Yes, the reason why we watch sports. You're trying to change the reasoning for viewing. Yes, we get what you're saying. We get it. You want to change the stigma, the reason to watch sports. I just disagree to an extent why sport exists is to be the best possible.
I'm not changing this.
No. I'm sorry, but can I rephrase? I don't know what I'm trying to think of, but you want to change the reason why people watch sports. It's not because you want to see the best of the best. You just want to watch it that fosters good competition. And you're saying that good competition can still be in the WNBA.
They don't watch. I'm changing the reason as to why you say that it's not as good, right? It can be as good. It doesn't have to be equally, but it can be just as good, right? Just as
I agree with you. It could be entertaining, but when people watch sports, they want to see 9 times out of 10 professional sports exist. Yes. Because why do you think the most popular teams are the ones that always win?
Because they choose the strongest and fastest and best players of that category to achieve it, and the people with the best skill and the highest competitive drive to do so. You can have 2 people of equal skill, but the person with the highest competitive drive.
Here's where I think it falls apart in particular when you're talking about the marketing part. The marketing part is where it falls apart because the reason why things get marketed is because they're marketable. People put out all sorts of products all the time and they fail because people aren't interested in them even after you market it to them. There have been other female sports that have been pushed and other female leagues that have been pushed that fail because people don't watch them. They put them out and people don't watch them as much. They're not as popular. They don't get the funding that they need to be able to perpetuate the enterprise. Meanwhile, something like the UFC, which does have some female fights, but to much more of a minority, it persisted. It became one of the biggest sport competition enterprises that there is out there because people wanted to watch people beat the shit out of it. Women fighting came later. It wasn't prominent in the beginning. It was all men fighting. They did that to expand on things.
What I want to say, right? I want to say 2 different subjects, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back on the boxing. But when it comes to marketing, right? How do you think they market NBA and WNBA players? They first look for scouting. Where do they look for scouting? In high school and college highlight, right? That is how people got to know Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese was from their highlights. They're saying we need these people in the WNBA to make it more interesting, to bring more people, right? They obviously love money, and having a lot of viewership and a lot of revenue from two different categories will bring in more money than just one. So obviously they're like, we got to put this person in the WNBA. And if they see people, and if they see just from those highlights that you can, that a woman like Caitlin Clark or Angel Reese can make it in WNBA, maybe if I put in the same drive with my skill set, I could probably make it too, which will garner a lot of people. Not a lot of people will make it, but it'll garner a lot of people to shine. And whoever shines the brightest gets handpicked, and that will constantly start a snowball effect of people who
the evolution of the game. Yes, no, we get that. Yeah,
evolution of the game. Let's go. Okay, since you understand that, now to the second topic. We talked about UFC and boxing and how women didn't start at the same time as men. I don't know the history of that, so I'm not going to argue that. What I'm going to argue is name a female fighter in UFC that you knew before Ronda Rousey. Right.
Who's that Polish lady got her head beaten?
Right, the person that got beat up. That's all you know. You don't even know the name. You just know that they got beat up. But we know about Ronda Rousey. We know how strong Ronda fucking Rousey is. Ever since people gave notoriety to Ronda Rousey, not only was she popular in the UFC, she was popular in media overall. She had advertisements, movies, everything. I think she was in fucking Entourage.
Yeah, but she might have been like one of the first female champions because it started in 2013. Well, is it not? I think here's what I think is interesting when you talk about the UFC and Ronda Rousey is that the reason why Ronda Rousey is popular is because she was a champion in the UFC, which was made popular before Women's League was put into place.
Right, but that's the thing is that a woman in a male dominant sport was able to exceed, right? Because there was
other women.
She didn't fight men.
She would get fucked up by the UFC champion. Get her
I'm not saying she fought men. I said in a male-dominant sport, in a sport where it's
viewership is watched for men, not for women. Yeah, we get it.
Yes.
Okay.
And you say, and then you say, oh, this woman is the champion, the female UFC champion.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, let me look at her fights. And you're like, damn, right? She's strong as fuck. Damn, she could beat the fuck out of me.
That's also during the years when females, the agenda for equality was pushed more.
But that's okay. notoriety. There you go, notoriety, and then we get Ronda fucking Rousey, right? And after Ronda Rousey, I'm sure there's people who are like, I gotta top that, right? So they start scouting people who would beat the fuck out of Ronda Rousey, and then it just starts a chain of events. Evolution of game, right? That's what we're talking
Okay,
about.
listen. There's 13. There was
That only
13. There were
so far.
there were 13 fights in the last fight night, which was yesterday. From the UFC, and 2 of them were women because people are more interested in the male fights than the women fights. And this is on a network where, trust me, if they were more interested in the female fights, that they would put more female fights. They react to what the audience wants, and the audience is more interested in the male fights. That's why there are more of them. There are some people that are interested in the female fights, and that's great. No one's saying that they shouldn't be, and no one's saying that women shouldn't be in a place of prominence. But they're just people are just less interested.
No, there's also derivative in that as well, right? You also have to find the women that are interested in fighting. You also not only the women that are interested in fighting, women that are capable of fighting at a professional level.
And there's far less of them.
And not only people who are capable of fighting at a professional level, people who would dominate the level that would bring more attention to that.
And there's even less of them. Even less of them.
You get finer and finer the more you filter it out.
You're taking a very vanishingly small percentage of women, and then you're saying even more vanishing small percentage of women, because most women don't want to fight, and most women who do want to fight aren't the best fighters in the world. Most of them aren't, because by definition. Meanwhile, there are many more men who like to fight, and there are many more men that are good at it, and there are many more men who have the potential to be the top in the world. And this is the issue. This is why people get upset when they talk about. And by the way, you know I'm all equal rights for women, but this is why people get upset when this is why people get upset when it's like women aren't in certain fields, aren't represented in certain fields, like, but they don't want to do it. It's not what they want to do.
Yeah, why aren't women not garbage men? Yeah, why is there no?
I haven't seen one. I'm not saying that they don't exist. I'm sure they're out there. I'm saying I've never seen one.
Yeah, I've never seen a tree fall, but I know tree fall.
You've never seen a tree fall?
Are you serious?
You live a life?
I've never seen
Everybody's seen a tree fall.
I've seen a tree fall.
I've never seen a tree.
You need to go outside more.
I am outside.
Maybe you'll see all these people who don't like the WNBA, and you're finally
fucking outside more. It's like, what? I don't know how more outside I can get. I'm literally more outside.
Then you need to fucking go out and saw a tree down, so you can fucking get some life experience.
But anyways, what I'm saying is like, I understand your point, right? This is amazing. We literally do not have anything in disagreement. The only thing we have in disagreement is the conclusion of why people do not watch women's sports. And you say, well, it's because they're women.
No, we don't. It's not only the conclusion. It's not the only conclusion. No. We have more than one thing. I mean, it's not the only disagreements. We have way more than one disagreements. I know this. The conclusion and all the other things along the way, because you believe that the effect is you believe that the cause is the effect. And I just don't. Like, you believe that you believe that because of the way that things are presented to us, that we don't like watching female sports. But I think that things end up being presented to us this way because that's the way that that's what people are interested in. Because people are making real choices in the market of ideas, and it leads to these outcomes. Because they have other choices and they're available, and they don't take those choices, they don't seek them out, even when they're put in front of them.
I'm not saying it's the choices we have in front of us. I said it's the lack of choices.
We have choices.
No, it's the lack of choices, because we have choices, yes. It's the lack of presentation of those choices, right? I brought it back with the McRib, right? The McRib is a choice at McDonald's. You can choose the McRib. The McRib is not always available. So when it's not available, you don't go to McDonald's and be like, hey, I'm craving a McRib right now, which you might if it was available. If you saw it was available, not just if it was available at McDonald's, if you saw it. There's times where I walk past a McDonald's and I don't know they're selling a McRib until they say the McRib is back,
I think this is funny because it's literally marketers who determine when to release the McRib, and they do it very tactically based off of market research. So
but guess what? Do you go to McDonald's every day and say, "Hey, can I get the McRib?" just for them to say it's not out? No. You wait until they tell you that this is an available.
It just must be that the demand for the McRib is not high enough.
But even though there is still an available choice the whole time, right? You could go to McDonald's right now when the McRib's not available, be like, I want a McRib right fucking now. And if everybody cause enough big uproar, they'll be like, fine, you could have the McRib, right? Or you could just say,
right,
I'm not gonna want the McRib because
that's not happening for female sports, that's for sure. People are not out here demanding more.
I have a great idea. Since you're exposed and you understand all this, let's watch a montage of female sports of the WNBA and the NBA and tell me which one looks more entertaining to watch.
That probably would do it, to be honest. WNBA best
clips.
I bet that would do it. 10 NW top NW. I'm actually genuinely curious to see what this is like.
But if you're saying the reason why I wouldn't be interested in the WNBA is because they miss a lot of shots and it takes a long time for them to make the shot. That's the same thing you could say for soccer. It takes them a long time for scoring. Still, people cheer when they get the first.
Bro, you have no clue how soccer works. That's not it.
It takes a long time for them to score, right? Just missing is not the main point I'm talking about. It takes them a long time to score. It is not about how many times they score. It is the value of the score.
Okay, right? You're talking a whole bunch of nonsense because right now, I was kind of agreeing with most things you said. You're just completely wrong.
What's the nonsense? Please tell me.
That you're saying they don't watch soccer because it's low scoring?
No, I said they watch soccer because it's the value of the score. It is the value of the score.
Yeah, I get you. Being
0-0, and you're 1 minute away from the game ending, and you hit the 1 point, people will lose their fucking mind because they know how long it takes for you to score a point.
Oh, she dunked. Hey.
That's it. That's it. We win.
Yo, wait. One of the top plays is a girl dunking like. And she dunked. No, wait. She dunked in back-to-back games. That's why this was a number 7 top play. It's like she did it back-to-back.
But hold on. Now that you know about this, now you're like, whoa, wait, I want to watch this more.
No,
You're looking at the video, aren't you?
I'm playing it so that we could compare because you know what's funny? I don't watch the NBA, but you know what I do watch, and I swear to God, I watch this just for my own pleasure. Steph Curry just fucking tearing up these long court shots. I'm like, I watch montages of that shit. I'm like, holy fuck, how does a man do that? That's fucking insane. That's what I haven't seen anything like that yet. I haven't seen anything like what Steph Curry has. I've seen Steph Curry line up and make like 20 fucking shots in a row in practice, backing up to the half court line and walking back up to the fucking. I'm like, if a woman, it wouldn't matter if a man or a woman did that. I'd be like, what the fuck did I just see? As a matter of fact, let me pull that up. That's how amazing it is. I just watch it just to watch it. You see, meanwhile, when it comes, wait, Steph. Curry.
And think about it like this:
multiple.
Who was it? Steph Curry given a greater value in the WNBA compared to like someone like Caitlin Clark in the WNBA, right? There was a higher value of Steph Curry like making it into the NBA because of the fact of how much notoriety it was given.
Look, if you want to see greatness, go look at my stream right now and watch Steph Curry drain these shots and tell me if anybody in the WNBA could do this.
I know who Steph Curry is. I know his capabilities. I know the highlights. I've seen the highlights from memes. That's what I was saying. I see basketball highlight memes all the time on TikTok. I've seen.
Where's the WNBA person who could do this?
Where it's like, oh my God, Valentine, give it a couple years. Yeah, there'll be somebody that'll be like the female Steph Curry if you give it a fucking couple years. You give it the same notoriety. Yes.
I don't think
that's
so.
what I'm saying. That's literally what I'm saying. If you give it the same notoriety and you give it a couple of years, there's somebody who will be like, I'll be the female Stephen Curry. Like 100%. That is how the evolution of game works.
Dude, I'm watching him drain every shot. Show me the woman who could do that.
you're saying show me a woman now when they are not on equal footing. Show me a woman now. It's like, hey, Savage, show me a child right now that can beat the fuck out of you. Show me a 5-year-old child that can beat the fuck out of you.
There's got to be at least one.
There got to be at least one.
He's got a knife
right?
or something.
Show me one right now. Show me one right now. Show me one right now in the world. There got to be one somewhere, but it's like, show me one right now. You can't? Well, I guess no one can beat the fuck out of you. I guess that's wrong.
I don't know, man. I don't think that's a good example.
But give it time. You'll have some 5-year-old. That's.
I think it's very.
Like,
I think that'll be. I don't think that'll ever happen.
You don't think?
Look at that. She dunked twice in a game, and this is a top 10 highlight.
No, but if people exposed to it more, they'll like it more, just because they see it more.
Where's the female? You know what? They'll never have the female slam dunk contest. They don't have that.
You literally just said they don't dunk. And then you show a highlight.
Because that's a highlight that they just were able to dunk.
Exactly.
So
Look at that. In 2002, Lisa Leslie became the first player to dunk.
Debunks your whole claim.
It took 5 years.
Your whole claim. You're entitled. Oh my gosh, I hate arguments of ignorance. You literally just
it's not
started
ignorance.
Off the argument with it is because you started off the argument with people don't watch basketball because they're women. I said why? Well, it's because they don't dunk, they don't run fast, and then
they barely dunk.
And then you see a clip of a woman dunking twice back to back.
But no one said that they never dunk, but they barely dunk.
That's the highlight.
Meanwhile,
that's the highlight, guys.
The highlight is their ability.
But the fact is that it's a top 10 that they actually just did it. Like, it's amazing that they actually were able to pull it off.
It's crazy how you didn't even know that in the beginning, and it debunked.
Whoa! I didn't say that they never dunk. I know that they've dunked sometimes. No, they don't.
They never dunk. They never dunk.
We didn't say that. But I knew that they dunked. But I knew.
Outright from the beginning, they do not have the physical prowess to dunk. I heard that out of y'all mouth.
But first of all, slow down, because I already knew that women had dunked. We're talking about the majority do not dunk.
But that's what
and they barely ever dunk.
I asked you for your reasons. I asked you.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that that a woman has never dunked. They just don't dunk with the level of frequency. It's not proven wrong, because I already knew. No new information. No new information has been provided to me.
The world's biggest tree falling, and I say, well, that's just a big tree. I think still debunk my
dude. Nobody was saying that no woman has ever dunked in the NBA.
Okay, now we're just lying.
No, I'm not lying. I'm not, because how can I lie? Wait, seriously, in all earnest. I couldn't lie because I knew that. Because I knew. How am I lying? I knew.
Women will never.
If you had asked me, you see, here's the problem. You can't ask me. You can't.
Old people as dogs. You
can't. Wow. Okay. So wait. Malachi is telling me right now that in the 27 years of the WNBA, there have only been 37 dunks. That's what he's telling me. 37 divided by 27 is 1.37 dunks a year. But that's not even true, because
women can't dunk.
I said they don't dunk. Because they don't.
How many times you said zero?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I didn't say that.
You said they just don't dunk.
Yeah, but no. They might as well not. They might as well not, because they barely do. That's the whole point.
They don't dunk.
But
no. You'd be a good lawyer. You'd be a good lawyer here, but I just.
So it's like, you might as well not.
Nobody was making that argument. 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 Nobody was making that argument.
David, can you click the link?
This is an argument of ignorance. This is an argument of ignorance. No matter how many times.
You didn't watch the entire argument, Malachi, but because he was asking why do men why they watch.
And it's pivoting. There's more pivoting in this conversation than there is in both the NBA and WNBA.
Nobody believes that. Listen, I know that women have dunked before in the WNBA. I knew this already. I literally knew this before.
So tell me, what is the reason?
Because it's only been 37 times in the last 27 years. That's why. It's barely ever.
Get back to the main argument. Tell me right now, what is the reason besides saying
niggas want to see more dunks? 37 in the last 27. Motherfuckers want to see 37 in a night. They don't want to see 37 over 27 years.
No,
They can see that all tonight in the NBA.
Guess what will fucking happen? Give it more attention. Gets better people in the fucking game.
27 years. 37 dunks. That's crazy. I didn't even know. I wish I knew that statistic before.
That's not how life works. It just doesn't work like that.
How does it not work out like
It
that?
works like that, but tell me right now. Tell me right now. It doesn't work like that.
Damn, that is crazy. It's really true. I had to double check. It is 37. And Brittany Griner did 26 of them. So only one woman is.
It work like that right fucking now. I'm getting too pissed off because you guys keep pivoting. You guys keep.
No one's pivoting. No one's pivoting.
David, tell me right fucking now. How does it not work like that? I'm telling you right now.
What's the issue?
Tell me how to.
What's the issue?
Tell me.
What's the issue? What do you want me to know? What do you want me to know? What do you want me to say? I'm confused now. I actually don't know.
The fuck it doesn't work.
How it doesn't work like what?
How they don't get better people to play in the fucking WNBA? Tell me that right fucking now.
How is a 5 foot person? How is a 5 foot person not 6 foot? How's a 5 foot person not 6 foot? Because they're not.
How the fuck? No. Tell me how the fuck does it not improve over time that they do not find
They have been improving. They have been improving. They have been improving.
Shut the fuck up!
They improved better.
2024! Shut the fuck up! Both of you! Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Y'all pissing me the fuck off with this argument of ignorance, pivoting, and pushing the goalpost bullshit. Stop!
I have no idea what's going on, man. Why you mad? Why you this mad?
And beat the fuck out of both of you, bro. On God.
Yo, relax, my man.
I'm getting tired about this shit.
I don't know why you're getting this.
I'm tired about this argument of ignorance. You guys are refusing valid points. You're like, I understand, but they're women. I understand, but
that's not what I said.
Shut the fuck up.
No one said because they're women. It's because people aren't interested in watching women's sports because they're not as athletically.
No one's interested in watching it because they're women.
Shut up. God damn. Y'all just fuck.
It's just a reality.
Fuck, man. Fuck.
Hey, it's alright. It's alright.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I really want to yawn. Yo.
Listen, love women.
I love women too.
And I respect our differences, like men and women. Like we are different creatures. I respect that. You know?
1999
Yeah.
WNBA Finals, New York Liberty, Houston Comets, Teresa Weatherspoon from behind.
I really should have gotten off before. I should have never yawned.
The Liberty, the win.
Is that really what? Is that what the lesson of this is?
Pretty much. Don't yawn. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Don't yawn. Your friend will get triggered as fuck on the line at some point.
I thought it would have been you. Like,
dude, it's not that serious, my man. I care about the way you feel. I'm not here trying to invalidate your feelings.
Yeah.
But you know, we're just talking. We're just talking about this is like literally how I actually feel about stuff. Like it's not like me making up things. And I didn't know. Is he still here? I wonder.
I have no idea. I hope he's okay.
So yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know why you freaking out like that. But you know, I did know that women had dunked in the NBA before.
Yeah, we say women don't dunk. It's just like because they just like we have some knowledge. Like I knew the knowledge of that they actually technically. It's
like for instance, yeah, exactly. It's like saying like bears don't go to the campground.
Arguing off of ignorance, and then you say, oh well.
Who's arguing off of ignorance?
I know it's ignorance, but. It's argument off of ignorance. You were ignorant about the subject, and when it brought to fact, you're like, "Well, that's still argument of ignorance." That's what's tilting.
Oh no, it's just I think this is a language thing.
What's tilting is argument of ignorance. You keep bringing up argument of ignorance it's like two dumb bitches standing next to each other and be like, right? Oh my god, right?
You
That's
just
what
want to
it
call
feels
us two dumb bitches. I know you want to. Just say it.
It's like that's what it is. That's the meme. It's always two dumb bitches that look at each other and said, "Oh my god," right? Like that's what it
Hey,
is.
it's 2024, man. Be nice to
Ignorance.
women, man. Don't call women bitches. Anyway, listen.
I do not give a fuck right now.
Yo, relax.
Jesus Christ.
Yo,
I hate
Listen.
argument of ignorance.
No, because
I
it's
hate
a language thing.
persistent
It's like, for
argument
instance, if a bear, if there's bears in the forest and you're camping in the forest and you're just like, don't worry, bears don't go into the campground because we make a lot of noise. It doesn't mean that bears have never gone into the campground. They just usually
I just
don't.
thought, it was common knowledge. Like we all knew they dunk technically, but like it rarely happens. Like they don't dunk.
No, you do not just say something as hyper literal and as stated as
We
fact.
should know
And when
about that. If you're arguing about it, you should know some
Mr.
context
Vic,
about it.
If this is a debate, if this is a discussion or debate, you say something, you say it clear. You say, hey, I know that some people may dunk in the NBA, but most people don't. You say that.
Okay, I
You don't just say-
apologize.
you
I apologize
flat
for
out.
I apologize
say
for
flat out women
knowing
don't
you know more than.
I
It is
mean,
an argument of
I thought that
That is
everybody
what an
knew
argument
that
of
they
ignorance
do it
is.
every now and then, like, but
And
they
that
don't
is,
really
guess
do
what?
it.
That is an assumption from ignorance.
Well, that's
It's not
you're right.
ignorance. No, it's not.
Ignorance. That is an assumption off of ignorance.
No, it's
You are
not.
saying-
It's common
you are saying,
knowledge. You just
I
don't know enough about sports, about the WNBA.
No, you are saying I assume everybody knows that when I say nobody dunks that I obviously know.
I thought that you knew. I thought we all
I
knew.
thought you knew that too. Like
I don't read your mind.
Yeah, but
I'm not a mind reader. You say in a debate.
I get
in
what
a
you're saying.
discussion-
I get what you're saying. But for this specific piece of information, I really thought you just knew they.
Well, we
There is
actually
no
didn't
one-
say hyper literally. We didn't say like there's never been
Then
a
why are
dunk.
you saying it?
I say they don't dunk. If I
They
say
don't like they
dunk,
don't do it
actually
on the
dunk.
regular. Like
They
Yeah.
don't
Why are
dunk.
you? Then
I never
say
said
that.
they-
You don't say they
no.
don't
Check this
dunk
out. Check this
as
out. If like for instance, if you're talking about the Giants and they had like they won one game in a season and they lost, or they won like 12 games in a season and they lost 50.
You still say they don't
You say
win.
that they don't win games.
That was your main reason. No, that
No.
wasn't just
But
like
you'd say like they don't
that wasn't
win.
just some
It's a
form of
figure of
expression.
speech. Yes, it
I
was. That's
asked you-
exactly what it
I
was.
asked you
That's
why.
exactly
I
what it
asked you
was,
why.
though.
I
That's
asked
what it
you
was.
why.
That's what it was.
I asked you why.
Yeah, because
I said,
and they
why?
don't dunk because they
Okay,
barely
so
do.
that-
It looks
Say
like
we're wrong.
Brittany Griner did 26 of them. They,
Forget context. Okay, okay.
but you're the only person being hyper literal is actually you because you took what I said
that
hyper
is how
literally.
discussions work. You say what is true and what is fact. You don't just say, well, they
Okay,
don't dunk.
okay,
You're
okay.
debunking. You say, well, I thought
Listen,
everybody.
I never said that. I said hyperbolically they don't dunk,
That is
but I never said
pivoting.
like no. I never said like oh there's never been a dunk. I never said it like hyper like this
You said
superlatively.
They don't dunk.
They don't
They
dunk.
don't.
If
They
they
don't.
don't, yeah.
They don't.
And then when I show you one that does dunk, you pivot and say, well, I thought everybody understood that when I say they don't dunk, I
not
mean they don't
pivoting,
dunk
that's
all the
clarifying.
time.
Yeah,
You
that's-
add all the
Yeah,
time.
That's not
You don't
pivoting.
say they
That's
don't
just
dunk.
you not understanding what we said. Like
You-
don't say
it's
they
just a
don't dunk.
misunderstanding.
If you go to,
It was
if you
just a
go to court
misunderstanding.
right
It's not
now,
pivoting.
if you
We're not
go,
in court.
if I sued your ass for words you said right now,
Well, you gotta represent yourself.
and you take it to court, and they said, well, sir, you said they don't dunk, and you say in court, well, I thought everybody knew I meant to say they don't dunk all the time. They will not go off of that. They will go off of the words you said out of your mouth.
No, but there's like conventions of speech, like like if you said something like for instance, Brandon doesn't lose his temper. I mean, like sometimes he does, but he doesn't really lose his temper. It's the same
then
shit.
You say that. Sometimes he does. You don't just say
No,
Brandon doesn't lose his temper.
but the
And when I
truth
lose
is,
my temper,
but okay, it's
you
like
prove
for
it
instance,
wrong.
for instance, like if I said Brandon doesn't lose his temper, and I just said that to somebody, and then they fucking punch you in the face and you lost your temper, I'm like, well, I mean, like obviously if you punch him in the face, he loses his temper. It's the same. It's a figure of. It's not. That's not being wrong.
Okay. Can we just pivot? Wait.
That's just like
can we
thinking that
pivot?
person might have the
Because, like,
comment.
That is being proven
That's just
wrong.
thinking that the other person had the common sense to not
That
punch you in the.
is proven wrong.
Under normal conditions, no one
David,
punches you in the
David,
face, though.
David.
I'm just saying.
David. Fucking
And I wasn't expecting that person might go up to you and punch you in the face. Like you said, he never gets mad. I'm like, motherfucker, everyone gets mad when you punch him in the face.
His glasses were unbreakable. He said his glasses were unbreakable. Break him. Dude snapped them in half. He said, "I don't care." He basically being
What?
like, "Oh, well, if you break it like that, of course they're breakable. Obviously, they're unbreakable." He snaps them in half.
Unbreakable isn't like dropping
That's a
them.
way different statement.
Wow, wow! It's as if when he kept
Yeah,
saying
but when
break,
you talk,
break
yeah,
them. No, he said break them. They're unbreakable. Break them. Go ahead.
indestructible.
Please, no, they did
Yes,
not.
I
he
get
did
what
not-
you're saying. Context matters. Context matters. You're 100. I get what you're saying. You misunderstood, right? We're not going to fucking.
Not misunderstood.
Yeah, you're
I-
misunderstood.
It's you know what? I'm gonna tell you.
Words
You did
out.
misunderstand.
Cannot-
You misunderstood.
That's what happened.
Pivoting again.
That's what
Not
happened.
pivoting. We all knew this. Like, I swear to God. Like, if I would have told you, like, oh shit, they dunked. I didn't know that. I would have been honest.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not, like, trying to
You're
cover it
saying
up.
that we're having like intellectual.
Disingenuous.
You're saying that we're lacking in intellectual integrity, which is wrong. It's not true because we knew, and I've seen it before. I saw it. If you ask me, like, well, are you saying that if you ask me the very specific question, has a woman ever dunked in the NBA? I'd be like, yes, because I knew that already.
I never argued that they
It
could
doesn't
dunk.
even matter about what we said.
But you never. But that's not. We watched
There's
the video
one
of them.
there's one dunk a year. Forget what we said. How is it entertaining? One dunk a year.
You know,
It still
and you know what else is interesting though is like when that video came out of them dunking, I didn't go, "Oh wow, she dunked." I said, "You know what's funny is that this is an accomplishment for them that they dunked because I knew that dunking is happening, but that's why it was a top 10 play."
That doesn't
That-
matter.
I already
It doesn't
knew.
matter what you
I already
think. I
knew.
don't read your mind. Your stream doesn't read your mind.
I
Your
mean,
stream doesn't read your mind.
I think your
social
stream
media
was
doesn't
on the
read your
same
mind.
line as us. I think
Nothing
Matt's
doesn't
not
read
here.
your mind. What you say is what you mean. If
Okay.
I say something,
No,
and
it's
I mean
not actually.
something
That's
else,
not actually how
that
that
is
works.
completely
As a matter of fact, that's actually not true. You say
David, I'm going
words
to kill
and you may mean something else.
David, I'm going to kill you.
Like for instance,
Oh,
you might
now
say
you might say,
like you are so smart, but actually mean that someone is stupid. Like you don't actually say what you mean. You just say words, and sometimes you mean
David, I'm
the
going to
opposite
kill
of those words.
No. We're not talking about sarcasm. We're talking about statements. David, I'm going to kill you. David, I'm going to kill you.
No,
David,
no one
I'm
believes that.
going
I'm not
You
afraid.
feel threatened.
I don't feel threatened
feel
at all. Not even a
Right.
little bit.
And I say, wait, no, I meant obviously, I'm not.
But I'm
gonna
not
kill
even
you for
afraid
my
because you're not
friend.
gonna do shit.
That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. If I say to somebody, I'm gonna kill them as a joke, and they feel scared around me, and I say, obviously it is a joke. I thought you knew we were joking. No, I took your words how you said it. If
Wait.
you-
I'm just gonna
whether you
watch. I'm just
said it-
gonna watch back like the time when I said that. Like when the person dunked, so I could see what my reaction was because I already knew that the person that
It
they
doesn't
had
matter your
dunked.
reaction. It matters the statement that you made out of ignorance. You made the statement, oh, they don't dunk.
Yeah, they don't.
That was
She
out of
dunks.
ignorance.
Hey.
That's it. You didn't substantiate anything.
Yo,
You
wait,
didn't
wait. One of
substantiate
the
a
top
fact
plays-
where it said there has been 0 dunks made in the WNBA. You just said it outright.
I guess, Path,
and we
I guess he's trying to kill me. I
wanted
don't know.
everybody to
Apparently.
take it as fact. That is argument of ignorance.
Path. Let me ask you, Path. Can I ask?
And
Wait,
you just
Path.
don't know, you don't know
Path,
enough about your
Path,
argument or your
Path,
topic.
Path,
You understand
Path,
what people mean.
Argument of ignorance.
Path.
No,
Let me.
you don't understand basketball from an argument. Makes argument.
Path. I just have a question
That
for you,
is an
Path.
argument of ignorance.
Oh
No,
wait,
it's not.
Path.
That is, if you don't
Wait.
know-
Wait. Don't say
You
me,
just didn't
Path.
do your-
Path. Do you know?
If you make an argument about something that
No,
you don't
yes,
know,
that's
that is an
argument of
argument out of
That's-
ignorance.
Path is not. Path. He's
You
not
just
calling me out on
misunderstood.
shit. He thinks that I didn't know that women have dunked before in the past in the WNBA, and I knew because I said that they don't dunk. I just literally said women don't dunk. I didn't
Yeah,
say
they
that.
don't dunk.
I'm not saying that they never have dunked. I'm not saying that a dunk has never happened. I'm saying that they don't
What
do
does
it.
don't dunk mean? What is? Oh, we're gonna look up Webster's dictionaries.
What
is-
do not dunk. It's not a
Argument of
definition.
Like as
Shut
a
up.
quality
Argument
of women when they
ignorance,
play,
known as appeal to
they
ignorance,
don't
which is
dunk.
ignorance represent a lack of which ignorance represent a lack of contrary evidence is a fallacy of informal logic. Argument from ignorance is a fallacy of informal. As a fallacy in informal topics, it asserts that a proposition is true because it has no. Hold on, I'm going to continue this because it's true because it has not yet been proven false. You provided no facts, no substantiary evidence that they don't dunk. You just said they don't dunk. And
'Cause they
and
don't.
you wanted everybody to agree. That is an argument of
but they
ignorance.
don't dunk.
They don't.
And you said that, and we showed a video where they do dunk, and you're trying to pivot and say, "Well, I don't mean."
Yeah, because
I don't mean
I thought
dunk
that
at
you
all.
like
Here
had
we go.
conversations in the past where you know what I meant.
No. That is argument of ignorance. Whether you go to a debate stand, whether you go to Ben Shapiro, whether you go to fucking Shaquille O'Neal, that is an argument of ignorance. Because when they come at you and say, "Well,
No,
this person dunks," you respond with, "Well,
David,
I don't mean they all don't dunk." That is an argument of ignorance. When you have to backpedal and correct yourself on what you said,
I'm not
that is an
backpedaling.
argument of ignorance.
It's
That
not
is
backpedaling.
David, join the stream. David, join the stream.
No, I'm not joining the stream.
If
No, I'm
have
just
to say that, well, when I mean they don't dunk, that is backpedaling. When you say, well, when I mean what I thought you knew, that is backpedaling.
It's not
That is
backpedaling
backpedaling.
because
That
it's
is
like
walking
it's
back
it's
your feet.
literally just like language. It's like you just didn't
Let's look
understand
up
what I.
backpedaling.
No, it's
let's
just
look up
because you're doing a
No, we're gonna
deconstruction.
look up
If you want to get
everything.
all like
Backpedaling.
super into like exactly like deconstructing words, it's like
Backpedaling.
it's just your
What is
no, it's
back-
not. It's just language.
No, we're gonna look at.
It's colloquialisms. It's vernacular.
What is
A lot of people say like,
no.
you know, like white men can't jump. Doesn't mean that white men literally cannot leave the ground
backwards
because
because the
gravity
circle-
is of such a force that it's impossible for them to
This is the
project
dumbest shit
themselves.
ever.
It doesn't make sense to say that. White men can't jump means it's like a lot of times white people do not have the same hops as black people is an actual
Backpedaling
type of
is
statement that of what
You're
that is.
actually
But it does not mean that
So-
white men cannot jump. It means that they just
Backpedaling
don't jump as high.
refers to the
It's
act of
called
reversing
a
one's-
figure of
one's
speech.
position or opinion on a particular use. It can be used in various contexts, from political to personal relationships. You went from they don't dunk to I thought everybody knew when I said they don't.
Okay, I'm
dunk.
gonna read this
I
one
mean,
to you.
some people
Figure
do.
of speech,
you
a
went
word
from-
or
no, you
phrase
went from
used in a
they don't
non-literal
dunk.
sense for
You went from
rhetorical
they
or
don't
vivid
dunk
effect.
to some people dunk, but most
So figure
don't.
of speech.
That is back.
No, it's called a
That
figure
is-
of
Let's
speech.
look at pivoting. No, let's
No
look
one's
up pivoting.
pivoting. It's called a
Pivoting.
figure of speech.
Definition.
It's called a figure of
Pivoting
speech.
definition.
Saying that something
Pivoting
doesn't happen
definition.
doesn't mean that it doesn't happen. It means that it's less likely to happen or it's less common. White men can't jump is one of them. They literally can jump.
Pivoting.
Nobody. And if you said white men can't jump, and then you show me a video like, "Ha, white men can jump," you missed the point. Which is what's happening here. You missed the point.
If you said white men can't jump as a
Missing
fact,
the point is
then-
actually
No,
another logical
no.
fallacy.
If
It's a
you
real thing.
said- if I ask you a question, say, why is it that women are worse than men in basketball? And you say, as a response, that is a fact. You say, not as a figure of speech, but as a fact, they don't dunk. That is taken as a fact because you answered my question.
No, you took it as a fact.
Not a figure of speech.
You see, there's
did not
another
say-
fallacy
you did not
called a
say-
missing the
you did not
point
say
fallacy.
figuratively
That's a
speaking,
thing.
they
It's
don't
called.
dunk.
It occurs when someone presents an argument that appears to lead to one conclusion, but then draws a completely different, irrelevant conclusion.
Bro, you just
Which is
didn't
what's
understand
going
what
on
we
here.
said. It's as simple as that.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You are
Yes.
walking back your statement. You are
No.
walking back.
No one's
your
walking back
statement.
shit.
You're the
That's
one
it.
actually walking
No one's
back.
walking back
Don't
anything.
dunk. No, because that was the entire argument was about women and
You missed
sport.
it. No,
You
You're just
said they
upset
don't
you had
dunk.
this made argument, and you're just upset that like you based your whole opinion off of like a misunderstanding.
No. I will keep going until you shut the fuck up and let me speak. You said they are physically inferior to men, and I
Yeah.
said, what makes it less?
I didn't say
interesting?
physically inferior.
Pointed out a physical reason that they don't dunk.
Like they don't dunk.
You said words that are fact in your mind, and when you didn't substantiate it, that is an argument of ignorance. I don't give a fuck what you mean. You said the words exactly as a fact. That is taken as a fact. That is an argument of ignorance. I don't give a fuck what you said. Well, I
So
thought,
when
no,
Muhammad
that is
Ali
an
said, "I
argument
fly like a
of
butterfly,
ignorance.
sting like a bee,"
That
he
is
literally
an argument
turns,
of ignorance.
he sprouts
That is an
wings,
argument of ignorance.
jumps up into
That
the
is
air,
an argument
and
of
then grows a
ignorance.
stinger.
That is an argument of ignorance.
And then
That
stings
is
his
an
enemies.
Argument of ignorance. That is an argument of ignorance. That is an argument of ignorance. I don't give a fuck what you say. That is an argument of ignorance. Take that to Ben Shapiro. Take that to fucking
But Ben Shapiro wouldn't do this.
Right-wing politics.
He wouldn't do that.
Take that to fucking Kamala
probably agree
Harris.
with us.
That is an argument of ignorance. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think that Ben Shapiro would say. By the way, man, you're my friend and I appreciate you. I want to throw that out here in the middle of this.
I love you, Brad. I can't love you.
Nobody wants to like I don't want to yell till there's blood in my throat right now, bro. That's what it sounds like is going on. I'm very much enjoying the conversation.
I find this shit hilarious.
I just want to let you know in the middle of this that you're my friend and I appreciate you, you know? And now I have to say that there's people that like in one season have done like multiple times the amount of total dunks in the NBA. So it makes sense to say like
in a few games.
It's like I might say that they really don't dunk.
No, they don't. Well, did you not what I just said? I
might say they don't dunk that much.
I literally asked GBT what exactly does the phrase "women don't dunk in the NBA" mean? The phrase "women don't dunk in the NBA and WNBA" is a generalization often used to describe the perceived rarity of dunks in women's professional basketball.
Is an argument. That is not a figure of speech. That is a generalization. Generalization is an argument of ignorance. Thank you, ChatGPT. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Generalize. If it's general, you'd understand figure of speech because it's normal vernacular.
No, if you generalize something, that is an argument of ignorance because you provide no fact. You just put everything.
Yes,
together.
I get what you're saying, but there's a difference between a generalization and you not understanding context.
No. That is everything I said. ChatGPT itself said that you argued out of ignorance.
Generalization often used. If it's often used, you should understand what it means.
Yeah, it's like a colloquialism. Yeah, let me look that up.
No. We went through Google, looked up argument of ignorance. We looked at ChatGPT. It said generalization, which is an argument of ignorance. If you generalize something, that is an argument of ignorance. So yes, we all agree. In substantiary evidence.
Okay, so what happened there? Wait. What that was called is called a colloquialism, a word or phrase that is not formally or literary, typically used in ordinary or familiar conversation. Like this was an ordinary, familiar conversation. It does actually matter. It's also called the use of ordinary or familiar words or phreases. I use an ordinary. Familiar.
The argument is now moot.
Oh, thank you for declaring that. We appreciate that. Thank you.
Don't know that. Like that's common knowledge. Like if you're gonna make an argument about this, you should like understand that we understand what you understand.
Moot. It is now moot because we have substantiary evidence that is an argument of ignorance. This debate ended here.
No,
you're not the judge.
No.
That is how judging works. If you find evidence that proves it, then that means it's over. That's called a debunk.
No, it really isn't. It's like, for instance, there's more than one way to skin a cat. It's not like talking about literally taking a knife and cutting off people's skins.
No, you didn't. You said that.
Yo, let him have the win because I don't know what else to do. He doesn't want to talk about. He doesn't want to like agree to language.
David,
he doesn't want to agree to like words and language. He doesn't want to do it.
David. No.
It's
is how I feel.
Wait, but this is actually ironic because this all started with him trying to bring people together. This is peak irony. I'll talk about what irony is too, because irony is not literal. Irony, the expression of one's meaning by using. Oh, you left.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Language that normally signifies the opposite, typically humorous or emphatic.
Dude, he just misunderstood us. Simple.
Yeah, dude.
Dude, and like, if you're gonna make an argument at the NBA,
completely misunderstood, my man. And it's like, look, I love this guy. Part of me is like, just wants to be like, fine, just throw him, like, just be like, but at the same, it's like, no, but you're like, you really like, I'm just trying to like, I'm just like, dude, that's not what happened. I'm trying to I understand that he wants to win or something, but it's just like, come on, bro, like nobody meant that. I literally knew people have dunked in the end. Like I knew that.
Malachi texted me David meant his match.
I see it here on YouTube. You said the same thing, but it's like, like I wasn't trying to argue.
What are you saying about like evolution of the game? I agree that it would happen. It just will never be at the same rate to take away viewership from the NBA. It's just something.
I think, and I mentioned that I said the WNBA could grow. There's definitely if they made it more prominent, they probably would have more people to view. Absolutely, and by the way, that's true of like any sport,
of course,
or any program that has an audience. If you increase its prominence, then yeah, more people will watch it. However, It's just that the reason why it's not bigger is because people are not as many people are interested in it. Things that people are interested in, they watch, and it gets spread through word of mouth. That's how people start small companies.
I think he just bases it off of the assumption of success.
I'm just saying, people start small companies. Nobody knows about. They don't market. They just go all word of mouth, and it blows up, and tons of people watch it. And then they start marketing to more people, and it becomes more successful because there was already a desire in the market for that thing. And then when you advertise it, it becomes even more popular. There's already a desire, I guess, somewhere for more WNBA, and if you could get that in front of more people, then more people will watch it too. But it will only be the amount of people that are interested and no more. And that's the same thing for the NBA, because they can market the NBA to me all day long, and I just will not watch it because I'm not interested. I'm not the target demographic.
And you're not interested because
I'm just not interested.
The men perform better due to their biological advances.
And regardless, when I do see an amazing NBA player, like let's say Steph Curry shooting all those shots, guess what? I still watch it because it's that I know enough about the NBA that I still find that level of performance fascinating. If somebody from the WNBA did the same type of thing or something that was just as interesting, I'd watch with no prejudice.
They won't.
I'd watch with no prejudice.
Yeah.
Because I would just be like, that's interesting.
I think when you said
I've seen like amazing guitarists that are women. There are not as many. Like I'm like this woman,
don't like them
Gabriel Quivado or something.
Just like them because they're good.
Exactly, and that's the point I'm trying to make.
Yeah, I think when you said the gymnastics point, I think that pretty much sealed it.
Yeah. Oh, Modest, what's up, man?
Yeah, you missed something, bro.
Cool.
Do you want to ask him?
That really just went like in the crazy direction.
I didn't expect it to go that. Yeah.
You remember this all started because once again he was trying to bring us all together.
No, it started because
Listen. There's not a lot of VODs that I would say would be worth watching, like live streams of mine that I'd be like, hey, this is a live stream that you might want to check out. But this is probably my most interesting live stream that I've ever done. Gonna keep it real with you. If you ever want,
I'm sorry for yawning. I just yawned. I'm sorry.
I didn't hear it.
Oh, I tried to be quiet. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean,
what happened, man?
If you want to, hey, guess what? This is the first time I could say, if you want to see something, if you want to see a great stream, go watch the VOD. It was an interesting.
Can you recap it?
No.
Watch the beginning of the last Marvels game.
No, because I ended it and I started a new live stream.
Oh, okay.
So there's the newest live stream. If you want to see some peak content, if you're washing some dishes.
Cool. Can you recap it real quick?
Absolutely not. No.
No, just give me the quick rundown.
No.
It was amazing. You had to be there.
You had to be
just
there.
Watch it. You can be. It's like you're there. It's like you're there if you watch the VOD. It's like you're here with us.
Yeah. I promise I'll watch it, but can I get like the quick dirty rundown?
No, he's not gonna watch it.
There's no preview.
Knowing how this man is,
there's a $10 paywall.
Yep, there you go. Paywall. Thank you.
Look,
he's cheap.
I'm gonna watch it, but
you hear his tone of voice. Literally, I know peak sarcasm when it comes from Modest, and that's exactly what it sounds like.
No, I think that's just a general of ignorance. What do you say? A statement of ignorance.
No, that's literally how he talks when he's being sarcastic or being.
No, I know it is.
Being a troll.
What's sarcasm?
I'm gonna watch it. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, no, he's
what?
Not.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it, but can you give me the quick dirty rundown real quick?
Let me go give some an icy. I'll be right back.
Get a what? Get a what?
I don't know. I just definitely because I yawned real quick. Where did he go?
Okay, now that he's gone, can you give me the quick and dirty rundown of like what happened?
Bro, it was just it was crazy. It all started with me yawning, and do you know how David feels about yawns on the mic?
Yeah, he's right.
What?
Don't be yawning.
Yeah, I yawned on the mic.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. When he said he was gonna kill me, I did calculate how long it took to get from Georgia to Florida.
Calculate what?
When he said he was gonna kill me, I did think about how long it might take for him to get here.
Yeah.
I was like, wait, how far away does he live again?
Causes-
But I knew he
causes
wouldn't do
death.
anything. But I still wait sure. I'm like, well,
No, I love when he's like, no, I agreed with most of the things Brandon said before we start talking about like the women who can't dunk part. Like, I get what he was saying. He made very valid points.
Mhm.
But he's like, just because you're motivated, that doesn't like outweigh skill set. There's still a limited ability to like your like natural talent. Just because like you have motivation doesn't mean you're gonna become good.
I know what he was saying is like the sport can grow and develop if they have
Yeah,
more
it's,
women.
yeah, it's like
And
yeah,
that maybe-
inspires younger generations. Yeah, I get it.
But I think the problem with that is like if there's no money in it, then it won't grow. And if people don't think they can make money out of it, then it won't grow. And I think that's the problem. People don't think they'll make money out of it, and they may have good reasons. And maybe with a very creative marketer, that you could get a lot more prominence out of it, right? Like I'm stretching. I'm stretching here to think like
make him jerseyless. Make him.
But I'm just saying if somebody, I'm just saying if somebody was really good at marketing, they might choose something easier to do because
this is a bigger.
Why would you choose something that's already the market's already saying no to, and then you're like, let's make them say yes for what? Like,
and I agree that like if it was possible, right, and like this notoriety thing worked, that it could be viewed as two sports: basketball, women's basketball, and men's basketball. But the problem is that's just never going to happen. Basketball is men's basketball.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, but
when do women sit down and watch sports?
Exactly.
That's the issue.
That's a great point.
When I just don't see it. I mean, my boss, who's a woman, and she happens to be a lesbian.
The lesbians.
But
yeah.
Wait,
well,
your
I love
boss
she's
is
great.
a woman?
Oh Lord. Remember, I'm live. So anyway, my boss loves sports, loves
Your
all the
boss
sports,
is a woman?
and watches all sorts
I'm
of
still
sports.
stuck on that.
One of the few women that I know that actually watches sports. But I'm saying like all the women I know growing up, like 90s, whatever, probably 99 to be honest, don't watch any
Were you
sports
born in
at
99?
all.
All the women you know are 99?
99% of them.
Oh.
Okay. Wait. Before you move past, your boss is a beautiful woman?
I'm live.
Bro, I don't think.
Yeah, I keep asking. Can I get her number or what's going on?
My
Find
point is
out.
that she likes sports a lot.
Yeah. So, but like, she's one of you.
But she's
an
the only
outsider.
woman that I know that likes sports like that. Like that I know. I can't think of any other. I can't think of even one. Literally,
Yeah.
I'm thinking of a girl that I went to school with who I think might have liked sports, but I didn't go to any classes with her when I was in college. She was hot, and that's why I remember.
And she probably watched men's sports. Everyone's met women who love like
Well, her dad taught her
football.
how to throw football and all that stuff. Like she was into football, probably so she could be a trophy wife. If a woman, like a lot of times women will get into sports because they want to be able to, make a man happy and hang out with him and stuff. And
if that's true, that's smart as fuck. But the way
Yeah.
I've seen it is
like
the
women
way
who play
I've seen
video
it is
games sometimes.
Yeah. Well, you say it's on purpose. I say a lot of the time when a woman plays video games or likes sports genuinely, I'm like, she probably has like 4 older brothers.
Sometimes
So-
that's what it is too.
Oh yeah.
And it could be a
That's
mixture of
usually
things.
what it is in my experience.
I think that there's some women though that like learn to like video games because they know that guys like video games and they want to be able to, or like they see their boyfriend likes video games and they learn to play so that they can hang out with them.
No, yeah, I get it.
And they actually are willing to put in that effort.
Definitely- Yeah, I mean, any woman who wants free money should play video games and stream it.
For sure. They
Yeah.
definitely do get money way easier than dudes just by enjoying themselves. I've seen it.
I mean, I guess some of them are like that. I don't think they're all like that.
What do you mean? Like
You
what?
know?
Like what?
I think a lot of them. I mean, you're saying they just do it to like
Like those only
get boyfriends.
I know that there's like
or to,
OnlyFans people do that. I'm pretty sure too. Like to get their people to watch them. Like because I remember when I used to be on Twitch. There's like people who would like stream, like and they would play games and promote their OnlyFans.
Yeah, I mean that's not the only way people promote their OnlyFans. Did you guys ever see that subreddit called Roast Me? r/roast me?
Oh wait, not to spoil anything. Sorry for interrupting. Speaking of Reddit, David might have Asperger's.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
That was
Why does he
hilarious.
use Reddit? That's a pretty good sign if he uses Reddit.
I still can't take that. Shit's so funny. There's people like me.
Well, because I don't like it when people yawn into the microphone, and we got into this whole thing about it.
Don't spoil the VOD.
Yeah, because you have Asperger's. Yeah.
Yeah, it turns out that like on r/Asperger's, like everyone's like, me too. Like everybody over there.
He was like, I finally found something. Someone understands me. And he looks at.
I mean,
subreddit.
yeah, but I mean, does it bother you, by the way, when people yawn into the microphone, Modest? Just out of curiosity.
Me?
Yeah.
And not every time. It depends. Like when my cousin yawns, she it sounds like a fake yawn, and she makes it really fucking loud to be annoying. So I hate that. I don't know. A regular yawn where someone's like holding it back, even that doesn't bother me.
So
I don't
like
know.
when you're playing video games and someone yawns, does it bother you?
If it's a normal yawn, that's fine. My cousin yawns like this, like.
That's annoying.
Well, not like this, actually, but it's
That's
basically-
just annoying it on its face. You know, it doesn't even have to be a fucking yawn.
Yawn.
Yeah.
I'm like, can you yawn like normal, you fucking jackass?
I just hate it when
Fucking
people yawn in general. Like
I'm yawning so much right now.
Yeah, thanks.
That's fine. I'm cool with that.
No, I'm not yawning in the mic though. See, now I will never yawn in the mic ever again. And if I do,
That-
I'm so sorry.
yeah.
Lessons learned.
Well, you know what else is autism
What?
is my dad hates like wet food a lot, like wet bread. If
That's
it's
just-
wet,
Well, I don't
it
like
tastes-
wet bread either.
I don't like wet bread either. The fuck?
But you both have autism. Then what do you want me to say?
The fuck you? What? You gonna eat a soggy fucking piece of bread? The fuck's wrong with you?
Ew, yeah.
No, wait,
You fucking sociopath.
well, no, it tastes great, bitch. Fucking
What?
bitch.
Really? Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, you guys never dipped a sandwich in au jus?
Okay, that
What's
doesn't
up-
count.
what's
That
au jus?
doesn't count. Au jus is good. No, that's
Yes,
not the
that
same.
count. That
Au jus-
fucking counts, bro.
I don't know what
Okay,
I was doing.
au jus is like a French, like a brown.
Oh,
It's like a French
but no,
sauce.
it's beef juice. A sandwich dunked in beef juice.
Listen. I like bread dipped in like tomato soup and shit like that. Like
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
not
Okay, so you like wet bread, dude? What the
No,
fuck are you
not-
talking
I
about?
think
How
he
much
Yeah, but you made
water?
it sound like you dip it in like your fucking
Soggy
cup of
bread.
water and eat that shit
Yeah,
up like a fucking psychopath,
Oh, nah, it's
like a
not
serial
water,
killer.
bitch.
Oh,
Well, I can tell you this. I remember back when I was a kid, one of my favorite desserts, this might be depression era stuff, I would dunk white bread in milk, and it tasted amazing to me.
that just screams poverty, but
White bread and milk.
Yeah,
that's weird.
yeah.
Yeah, I would dunk. Oh, but cookies and milk isn't weird. Okay, stupid.
That's normal.
What's normal? What
It's
normal
just
doesn't
a
mean societal. The societal.
No, that's normal.
No, yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's all over the media. That's normal.
What does normal even mean? Fuck this.
Nobody
system.
knows anymore.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it means, but I know dipping cookies in milk is normal. Sorry.
Yeah, honestly, that's
I don't know. I don't know
So
what you're
every
right. I don't
person-
know what normal means, but cookies and milk is just about as normal as it gets.
Who are you to say what and what is and isn't normal?
I'm a 32-year-old man who's lived a life. I know what normal is. I have sanity. I'm a contributing member of society. Normal is out there. I don't always agree with what is normal, or I think that some things are debatable. But dipping cookies in milk is one of them things.
Alright. You're right. You know,
Well, look,
Brandon-
I'm getting back to my point. Is so yeah, it's an Italian beef sandwich, and they wet it on purpose. They will dunk it in the au jus before they serve it to you, so it's slightly wet.
Oh,
And you can ask for it really wet,
no,
or you can
see.
pour it dry.
I don't like that because
no, you can dunk it yourself, bro. That's what people do. I dunk it myself.
No,
You get
that's
a
the
couple
French
of-
dip. That's au jus. No, Italian beef, they'll do it for
Oh,
you.
I don't like Italian
Every
beef. then. No, I'll do au jus. I don't like Italian beef.
Listen,
No,
I
you
wouldn't,
can do,
I
like,
wouldn't, I wouldn't like anything that I'm supposed to eat with my hands being given to me wet. That shit
Yeah.
would piss me off. I'm like, you want me to pick up
But
this
do you
wet
like
shit?
nachos? Would you even? I don't like too much cheese on my nachos.
I always grab my nachos from the dry side, and if they're wet, I just can't eat that shit.
Exactly. I'm the same way, bro.
Yeah.
I don't like having my nachos too cheesy where they're like falling. No, I don't like that.
And I only finger girls when they're dry. When they start getting wet, I'm just kidding.
But you get girls wet.
Yeah. So when you eat your girl out, she has to be dry.
Yeah, when she starts getting wet, I stop because
No,
it's gross.
I like blowing on it.
You start gagging, bro.
It's like sandpaper.
I always gotta dry off my tongue.
Nah, sometimes yeah. And
Wait,
they say it's sweat. No, it's just piss.
wait. Do you guys remember the tweet where Ben Shapiro was reacting to WAP?
Oh, yeah. When he was reading,
This isn't
and his
listen.
wife is telling him. Go ahead.
No, he was like, "Listen, if your pussy is wet, go to the doctor because pussies are never supposed to get wet. Every pussy I've ever encountered has been bone dry. So please go to the doctor immediately, Nicki Minaj, because that is unhealthy."
I've never seen that.
That's exactly what he said,
He
bro.
doesn't say it like that. He's kind of exaggerating it, but he does say my wife is a doctor, and he says if your pussy gets this wet, that you should see medical attention.
Oh my god.
My
So
wife
that
is a doctor.
So that everybody just kept on saying like, like Ben Shapiro's wife got a dry pussy. He's like, it's supposed to be dry like that, Ben. It's like he's like, oh really?
That's like if I was like my girlfriend is a gynecologist and she told me that small dicks are actually better and the big ones hurt her.
Yeah, I mean, actually, well,
That's true.
Ben Shapiro apparently was a virgin until he got married.
That's all right.
I'm just saying, that was the first woman he had
That's
sex
No
with.
experience.
Well, my point is that if her pussy is super dry, he'll never know.
Yeah.
And she told him,
So that means he's only ever
oh, it's not supposed
he's
to be
only
wet
ever
ever.
But even she's never got wet for him, bro, and I don't blame her. You seen Ben?
I think he's actually. Oh, did you see his wife? I mean, you're the one who showed me his sister.
Wait, what does his wife look like?
Well, have you seen his sister?
Dude, his sister
Have you seen his sister?
is a goddess, bro. What the fuck?
I'm about to put on stream Ben Shapiro's sister. Yo,
Let me see this.
She's beautiful, bro.
she's hot, dude.
Did you know, she got breast reduction surgery?
I don't want him to be my brother-in-law though.
Yeah, I mean, there's a chance you're
Bro.
related, right? Yeah, she's look at, she's hot, bro.
Savage.
No,
She
she's
got
not.
breast reduction surgery, bro.
I can
Okay,
understand
she's-
it.
I'm gonna be honest.
I
She's not ugly, but she's just not my type. I like her hair.
What?
I think it's cute.
What?
Cute. I just don't like. No, she's not ugly at all.
I would love, I always never thought that we could go pick up women together, but now I know that we could because you'd always drop
Now what?
You'd always let me get the hot one, apparently, because
No, she's not. Bro, I don't like.
Jackson.
I don't know. I'm good. She's not ugly. I'm not saying she's ugly.
She's hot, bro. What the fuck?
yeah, I'm sorry, man.
Bro, she's not.
You're
hot.
actually objectively wrong on this one.
No, she's not. Like her bod is not. Her bod is nice. Her face is not hot.
Savage, we're talking to another Kirsten Dunst type of dude, bro.
Bro, go click on that photo of Ben Shapiro and her with the two headshots.
This one that I just pulled
Above, right there. Yeah, bro. Now,
What?
is it the? I think it's the nose. And like,
Whatever,
nah,
bro.
it's just not me.
Whatever, my man.
But she's not ugly at all. She's cute, and I just don't think she's like hot.
Whatever,
She's just
bro.
not good enough for you, right?
Shut up. You know what I mean? Not my type.
I don't. I
You
don't.
know, he prefers women like this. If you want to look at this,
Wait, don't.
this is his type of
Let
woman
me
right
see.
here.
Let me see this. Pull it straight.
Are you like Path? Are you like I prefer short hair, no chest?
Ew. No, I do not like her at all.
What's your type
Kristen
of woman?
Dunst? No.
This is your smoke show.
No, it's not. I don't like. I never thought she was never attractive.
She's got to
She's
be
your goat, bro.
one of the most plain, type of, nothing just like,
Dude. And people will die for her, bro. Jack Bid and Path will die for her, bro.
I'm like, who's
Don't
like
keep-
Kristen Dunst? I don't even like Kristen Dunst.
Well, I'm just saying because you thought that Abby Shapiro wasn't hot. I'm like, you must be a Kirsten
she's
Dunst
not,
dude.
but that's
Which we
not,
know
is, that how,
separately.
is that how it works?
Yeah, you're either Kirsten Dunst or Abby Shapiro. This
All right,
is
I'll
one
take
or the
Abby
other.
Shapiro. Give me Abby Shapiro.
All right. Dude, you better not think H3's wife is hot.
You know, it would be a
She's
it would be a fun game, like trying to get somebody negotiate them to like the ugliest person like possible,
And because beauty.
like
is...
this or that. You know what I'm saying?
dude.
Like trying
Savage,
to find their hottest, ugliest person possible that somebody would fuck.
Savage, look up H3's wife. Labbit said she was like,
Wait, what?
Super
H3H3?
yeah, well,
How do you spell that? Hello?
it's what I just said. H3 wife.
Is this? Is this safe for my stream?
Yeah, dude, she's clothed probably.
Oh, you showed me this person before.
Dude, Labbit would do everything for her, bro.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Labbit?
She just seems pretty normal, like a real person you could actually meet. You know, like nothing. Yeah, she's not like, you know. She just seems, you know, kind of.
Nah, I don't think she's attractive at all, bro.
I didn't say that she was attractive. I said she seems normal. Like there's nothing about her that's like, wow. You know who I like? You know who I strangely like? Who I think is, you know, there's some people I just like. I think they're hot because of the way they are, not because of the way they look. What's her name? I don't know. I don't even know the name of the guy's wife or the name of the guy who I'm trying to find his wife, but he makes these science videos. And I just like his wife because I think she's sexy. The way that she talks.
Who? What? You cut out, I think.
Basketball. No, you're cutting out basketball.
Nah.
Whose wife?
This guy, the guy from Stuff Made Here. I gotta find his name. Stuff.
We just talk about hot women now. I'm cool with this. You sure you want to keep the stream on?
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay.
I'm actually about to end it a little bit. It's starting to get early.
Don't, dude. I'm about to get home.
Who's that?
Yeah, I mean, look, she's not super hot, and that's the point. The point is to try and
Can you
find.
put some pics somewhere, bro? I can't watch the stream. I'm driving.
Trying to just find. What's her name anywhere? I don't even know her name. That's not her. They don't even show her. Not a lot of pictures of her. I'm realizing.
It was all a dream.
Oh, maybe there's her. There we go.
Let me see.
No, that's not her. Ah.
You sure it's him?
No, it's definitely him. This is him. I'm trying to find his wife. No, I guess she just has no web presence whatsoever.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, he got that on lock. He knows I'm looking for her. All they have is her pregnant. That's it.
And we don't like that.
So who do you like, David?
Wait, y'all already know who I think is probably the hottest. I've posted her before like a million. Like one of my favorite. I think my favorite presentation of a woman on stream, and I always forget her name.
Who is it?
The lady from I've showed this before several times. From Casino Royale.
Oh my God! Yes, the one who dies on the horse with the horse.
Yes, that's literally
Yes.
like my favorite woman that I've ever seen on a screen.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Ever like, and I remember getting jealous.
I got her name. Yeah, I know who it is. Yeah, Katerina Marino.
Katerina Marino. Yeah, there you go. I remember getting jealous. Of.
Oh yeah, I know. I remember this. I remember you saying this.
Of what's his name? Of James Bond, because he was like making out with her. And I'm like, how is that fair?
Yeah, she's
Like,
a woman. But she's a woman. She's not a girl. She's a woman.
Hell yeah! I said the lady. Remember what I talked about? I didn't say like the chick or the. I said the lady. Like she gets all the everything, all the respects from me. That is that is what a real woman looks like to me. Even now that she's older, she reminds me of a woman that I used to work with years ago when I used to be a busser, and she was like beautiful back then, and I still look at her sometimes on like Facebook or Instagram, and she's just as beautiful. Like she drinks the blood of young virgins. She's still beautiful.
Nah.
She has beautiful eyes.
For a weekend, bro.
I don't have a chance.
Nah, Vivica A. Fox and Set It Off. No, she's hot.
Let me see.
You know that? You know she's. I thought you would know. Come on.
I've never seen Set It Off.
Oh, you haven't? No. I mean, Jada Pinkett, pretty hot that too.
I don't think that Jada Pinkett is hot at all.
Ah,
Yeah, I'm
back
like
in the-
G.I.
back-
Jane, bro.
Back
I've never,
in the day. Back
I've
in the
never,
day. Back
I've
in the
never
day.
thought that Jada Pinkett was attractive
I thought she was attractive.
ever.
Jackson
it's
thinks
like-
she's attractive after going bald, bro. He likes that.
Not alopecia.
Yeah, alopecia. G.I. Jane joke. It was a G.I. Jane joke.
I don't even know if Vivica was she ever cute. Vivica A. Fox.
It was in the 90s. Like, no, not now. Not now.
I'm just trying to find where she was cute. She doesn't seem like she's my type. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's really my.
Nah, go back with her with the hair dryer in her hair. That-
Did you ever go? Did you hear that sound? That was serious for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back over there.
Or I like Nathalia Kelly, or Nathalie Kelly. You don't like her.
Nathalie Kelly. Well, hold on. Wait a second. Let me.
No, I'm pretty sure you like Kirsten Dunst, bro.
Oh, I don't. Like
Yeah, he's a
Kirsten
Kirsten Dunst guy for sure.
I think she's cute.
Yeah, you're definitely one of those guys.
She's cute, you know. I'm not gonna like, you know, I wouldn't remember her name and say her next to Katarina Marino. It's fine. She's okay. She's okay, bro.
I think she's cute in the face. I like her face.
You like her face, yeah. I can see now. Saying that, I get it. You know, I get it.
Yeah, no, of course, in the body. No,
that's fine. If you really like someone's face a lot,
I really like her
reason,
face. I
yeah,
think she's
exactly. Yeah, that's a thing. Because she does have a cute face, and sometimes there's just certain faces you like more than others.
Yeah, no, but Broadway,
No, there's certain faces. It's the same thing for me. There's certain types of faces that I like.
Yeah, 100%. Like that's everything. That's the whole.
Like
package.
even if somebody else is like, it's not my favorite. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. What's her name? Jada Pinkett. Let me see.
No, she's in the. I mean, in the movie, she looks pretty good. That's all I'm gonna say.
I have never looked at her and felt like, oh yeah, Jada.
But
Pinkett.
now, no. I heard she's a bitch, so like, I don't really care. You know.
I don't think that she's a bitch, man. I think that
I think
because
she's in love with the dead man.
Here's what we don't know. Like Will Smith, he just was a good guy the whole time. Like,
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
he went up and smacked the smack out of some dude on stage. I mean, I'm just saying we don't. I read his memoir. You know, he the way he likes to tell his story. She might be actually the best wife ever because she never talks shit about him.
You're right. You're not.
She never talked about. And let's say if he cheated on her, will we know?
Never know.
You think that Will Smith never cheated on her, bro? Look how handsome Will Smith is. What an amazingly attractive black man. Let's take a look.
I think. Yeah, he's a good-looking black guy.
Take a look at him real quick. Look at that face. He's tall too. He's not short. He's a tall, handsome black man who's a multi-millionaire.
Who's funny, apparently. Yeah.
Look, he's actually a very good-looking dude. You have to drink. He's gotten older. Even as he's gotten older, he's in great shape.
He kept himself. Yeah.
I mean, you don't think that he ever? And I read his memoir. He made it sound like every single girlfriend he's with, he made it sound like he didn't cheat on any of them. I'm like, you never cheat.
Yeah, but if you have to make it sound like that, that means he probably did.
He made it sound like he was just. It's possible. It's possible, but.
Wait, Savage, look up Blondie, peak Blondie.
But he never talked about
He's
any of
probably
his
like
real
90 now.
Blondie. Who's Blondie?
He's so hot, bro.
He or she? That's a pretty.
What the?
Blondie, she. Blondie's a girl.
I said she, bro.
It sounded like you were saying it's because it's cutting out. She looks pretty when she was young, for sure. Her teeth, though, oof. You know how I feel about teeth.
I forgot this guy's a teeth guy.
Teeth is a big thing for me, man.
Not teeth.
Yeah, that's the first thing.
But
Is that an autism thing too?
Oh my gosh, get out of here. She's pretty in the face, that's for sure. Until she smiles. Oof.
Dude, she was hot as hell, bro. It was an attitude thing too. She was like a rock and roll chick.
No, I understand.
No, I like Sofia Vergara. Always will.
Let me see.
Sofia Vergara, and the award for the most normal opinion goes to
I'll always like her.
I mean, she looks like she was prettier when she was younger, for sure, and she's
Yeah,
a
bro.
little older
Yeah.
now. But she's still, got like a hot mama thing going on,
Yeah, she's older. Put 1990s or 2000s.
What, do you even know who she is?
No,
I don't know what has she been in? What has she done?
Modern Family.
I've never seen it. Oh, she seems nice.
She's pretty hot, dude.
She
I
seems
guess
like
when she was younger, I don't know what she looks like.
she has destroyed men's lives. I could see it in her smile.
Good.
Like she has a smile.
Weak men's lives.
She has a smile and a demeanor that makes you think that she's like this wholesome, nice woman, and then she crushes you.
Yeah.
She makes you fall in love with
Dude,
her.
she acts like a hot woman, bro.
completely, and then she leaves you, and you're never the same. She's destroyed men. There's no doubt in my mind. As a matter of fact, I wonder if there's any history of it.
Dude, Savage, she's so hot. I guarantee you
There we
she's
go.
made guys buy her tickets to like concerts for her and her boyfriend, bro.
Okay, well, let me see. They got divorced in '93. Okay. I knew she had a divorce. I knew she got divorced. He does still act. Okay. But they divorced in '93 and he still did stuff. I'm wrong. He recovered. No, he was additional crew. He was an intern, production intern. Never mind. Yeah, so he never made it. I guess she just hopped to the next guy.
So is my opinion valid here?
Oh, she's cute. I could tell
Yeah.
that she crushes the souls of men for sure. I'm pretty simple. I'll say all the same people. We've done this several times.
Yeah.
We've run this.
I want to see what Path says. I never know what he says.
He's chosen some people. I don't like that it keeps on. I gotta work on my history and stuff because it's like, oh yeah, you look for Katarina Marino. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't need people to know. Like I'm on stream and it's like you were just looking for big dick pills. Like Sometimes I'm trapping.
I got some left over. They didn't work. It's still like.
Did you ever see the Joe Rogan skit on that? Where he talks about like big dicks and pills are the biggest scam ever. If they were real, men would be wheelbarrowing their cocks down the road. Just eating the pills. Give me just one more, can't hurt. Anyway. He has some stand. I swear to God, she would destroy my life. This woman would destroy my life for sure. This Katarina Marino woman. I'm sorry.
But where's that picture in the blue vest? In the blue dress? Yeah.
This one?
There's one where she's sitting down. Go up. It was in Google. That's the only reason I remember. I think it's at the top.
This one?
No, never mind. No, it's fine. Yeah.
All I have to do is type casino.
Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Maybe
that was. I don't remember. Whatever, dude. It's fine. Casino Royale. Yeah, put a Casino Royale. Oh. Is she like what is she, Italian? No, she's
Italian. She's Italian.
She's Italian? Yeah, that olive skin.
I bet Daniel Craig tried to get at that.
Yeah, we watched this movie with my girl. We watched it the other day. Yeah.
Yeah, Italian.
Yeah, Italian.
Molto bene. Anyway.
Malakia.
I'm gonna
means
go.
Masturbate.
What? You wouldn't know that.
What? It's from a soccer quote.
Man, he makes sure he learns all
Malakia.
the important
Sometimes
words.
maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
This man makes sure he learns all the important words.
Yeah, fafanculo.
Something about some ass. To do with
Yeah.
this. It's with culo and Spanish. Yeah. Culo. All right, guys.
All right, it's been real. I'll be on tomorrow maybe.
When we were gonna get off like hours ago, bro.
Dude, I was about
to go to bed. We were both about to get off. Like, oh, I'm done. I'm tired. And
dude,
then
I told you this was my last game.
Many things happened afterwards.
Yeah.
Which goes to prove. Oh, look, now Path is posting stuff in here. Let me just see what he's doing real quick before I hop off.
Spider-Man
I've already seen this.
Sorcerer Supreme.
Pretty sure.
Oof.
I really only know Asian heroes.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some sleep, get some shut eye.
The battle
Let's take it
starts
easy.
in 5.
Yeah. By the way, before I go, I did enjoy using other characters. I liked Gila and Cyclops.
Yeah, man, you gotta try more.
Double KO. That's 3.
I did enjoy it.
Wow, 4 in a row.
Alright, on that bombshell. Good night.
Alright, people.